we go, guys. Welcome to Jacksonville Muay Thai Fights number 8. Sunday night in Jacksonville, ready for some good Muay Thai fights. With myself, I've got Molly.
Hi, everyone. First up, we have a boxing fight, and then we're going to have a traditional Muay performed by Austin Amel, which I think will be interesting and cool to see.
I thought we were already live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jacksonville Muay Thai Fights, Part 8. Now here, a quick message from our crew, Giles Wiley.
Thank you for coming, everybody. I really appreciate this turnout. It's been a hot year. One of our longtime students last week, Jameson Hodges, he'd been with JMT for 7 years and he died last week. So I want to dedicate this event to Jameson and his smile. We're going to start off with a national anthem. So if everybody could be upstanding, please, for the national anthem. Jared.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to begin. Our first bout tonight is a boxing match, and we will begin shortly.
Okay, guys, go ahead and talk.
Coming back, ladies and gentlemen, we just finished our national anthem, and we're about to get our first fight of the night started. We've got a boxing bout, three rounds.
And in the red corner, we have Dallas Dykes from Jack's Muay Thai, and he's fighting Courtney Brown from Smiley's.
Should be a fun fight, as Courtney, just starting his amateur career, has been very active with 2-0, and I'd say in the first 3 months.
So approaching the ring, we have Courtney Brown in the corner.
Courtney Brown with a record of 2-0. I want to say his first fight was a first round knockout, so this should be interesting. Dallas coming off of a loss, wanting to get that loss back and add a 1 to his win side of his record.
And they're just checking the gear, getting it ready to come into the ring. So amateur boxing bouts, or this amateur boxing bout is 3 rounds, right, Omar?
Yeah, it's ma'am. Yes.
3 2-minute rounds.
Three 2-minute rounds for amateur boxing in Florida. Now this is the part of the fight that I hate the most, is just getting to the ring.
I think it's the most intimidating part of the fight.
Yeah, I usually get to the back room and I just want the ref to say start.
Yeah, my worst fear is falling and getting into the ring.
Oh, I don't do the jumping over the top rope thing. I'll gently rest myself in there, but I won't jump. If I fall, I leave.
I've had some iffy ones where I've almost tipped over trying to get into the ring. And here we have Dallas Dykes coming in the red corner.
Dallas Dykes out of Jacksonville Muay Thai, coached by a 3-time world champion, VIII. Corners finishing up the last minute preps. Ref talking to the fighters and about to get this one going.
And these guys are fighting at 150 pounds, so it should be a pretty action-filled fight.
Courtney's a decent-sized 150. All right, and we're about to get going, ladies and gentlemen.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Smiley's Mixed Martial Arts Academy in Jacksonville, Florida. Please welcome Courtney Brown. Introducing their opponent with a record of no wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Jacksonville, Muay Thai in Jacksonville, Florida. Welcome, Dallas Dykes!
Good sized crowd here to see these boys throw down, and we are about to get going.
This will actually be the first boxing match I've ever seen live.
Dallas with some good head movement. Good technical fight so far. Dallas showing a lot of power. Courtney still there though. Like to see Courtney start throwing.
The jab from Courtney.
Dallas working that jab.
I do like the variety of Dallas's strikes. He's varying his levels a lot.
Yeah, he's mixing the levels up really well. I'd like to see Courtney start being a little more active.
Yeah.
He's defensive right now, and it's not doing well for him. Good exchange. The corner from Dallas asking for more jabs. Good exchanges from these boys.
That was a great exchange.
Keep talking, guys.
Good. Some good shots from these boys. Dallas putting it more together.
Yeah, Courtney's definitely starting to let it go a little bit.
Ooh,
Definitely swinging
good.
hard.
Courtney coming from behind in this round. Good stuff. That was our first round, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more to go.
Yeah, Courtney was throwing much less, but when he did throw, his punches had a lot of power behind them.
It seemed like he hits hard. I'd like to see him throw more.
Yeah, just kind of letting it go.
Yeah. Get a little more confident with his punches. Dallas doing a good job of mixing up the shots, mixing the levels up. How would you score that one, Molly?
I would give that one to Dallas, to the red corner. Landing more, and the punches are having a little bit more effect, I think, and more variety of punches. Just looked a little more active.
He did. I liked the movement from Courtney. He moved his head well, but I'd like to see him add more punches to the arsenal. Round 2 of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. And we're off. Good jab from Courtney to the body. Little infighting going on. Dallas right back on him.
Yeah, Courtney's definitely pushing forward more in this round.
I'd like to see him use something off the push to gain the space.
Yeah.
Good exchange from both gentlemen. Ooh, good hook from Courtney.
I could see Dallas try to shake that one off.
So it definitely hurt.
Yeah.
Good. Ooh. Ref giving Dallas a warning for a late shot. This fight's actually a little different than what I expected.
It definitely is.
I expected Courtney to be the one coming forward, and Dallas seems to be pushing the problem.
Dallas definitely has that urgency.
Courtney's landed a few hard rights. Little blood running from the nose of Dallas Dykes here. Oh.
Little loss of balance from both
wobbly
of
on
them.
the legs. Oh, good exchange. Ref calls that one a slip. Ooh. Both of these boys have been hurt a few times in this round.
Yeah.
30 seconds left in the round. Let's see what they do. Ooh.
Dallas is not messing around with these punches. He's fully committing to all of them.
Good round from these gentlemen. The both of them definitely came to fight that round.
Yeah. Courtney looking pretty calm in the corner.
It's always interesting to see how different coaches handle fighters.
I always thought they were confident.
I need you to calm me down. My nerves are real bad fight time, so I need you to just calm them down.
I've definitely been told before, you're not tired. I'm tired right now. Oh, wait, I'm tired. Makes me remind me sometimes.
Fight camp's hard. Last round, ladies and gentlemen. Last round of our first fight.
Hands up,
Don't back up. Don't back up. He's kind of stepping into the danger zone. It looks like Dallas wants it in a way that
He does. Although Dallas has been coming forward most of the fight, so that just might be what he's into this fight.
That's true.
Good hook from Courtney. Courtney ties him up. Dallas right back at it.
When Courtney lands, it looks like it hurts.
He's not throwing anything for pitter patter.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Dallas go back to mixing up the shots. Courtney's doing a lot better making a miss, and he's landing more shots this round.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of tunnel vision in terms of looking for that like one hard shot to overwhelm. Both of them look they're a little tired waiting for that one shot.
Both. Oh, nice shot, nice hook from Dallas. Both corners yelling for the fighters to go forward. We've got a fight on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
Courtney is
Dallas looking for a finish.
That one shot.
They both just want to finish the round. Let's see, last 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we have. Oh, good shots from both gentlemen.
Big shots.
Good exchange.
Wow.
Good exchange. That was a good
What
first
a
fight,
finish.
ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. There you have it from our first fight. Not a bad way to start the card.
I would say that Dallas definitely avenged that the loss of his last fight.
I think so. I think so.
He wanted it. He got it.
Sometimes coming off a loss could do that to you.
It really does light a fire like nothing else.
Our ring announcer in the ring, ready to announce who's the winner of our first bout. Good fight from both gentlemen. It's hard just even training for a fight. So getting to fight is a win for both of them.
I always think the build up to a fight is harder than the actual fight. You get into the ring and it's certainly challenging, but it's easier than the prep.
Absolutely. You do three or 5 rounds.
To our
every night
judges for a decision. Your winner out of the red corner, Dallas Dykes. Ladies and gentlemen, we also want to let you know tonight we will be announcing a fight of the night. And the way we will announce that fight is based on your cheers. So what you have done has already set the bar so high for this first fight. And as a matter of fact, let's give them another round of applause. Come on, make some noise. All right, thank you. We have so many more bouts planned for tonight, and we are so excited. But right now, we're going to show you a little bit of the tradition and the history of Muay Thai. Our very own Austin Amel will be performing a traditional Ram Muay for your pleasure. Let's welcome on Austin up to the cage. Thank you. Thank you, Austin. That was amazing. We are ready for our next bout to begin. We are now moving into Muay Thai, ladies and gentlemen.
We have Bert getting into the ring now in the blue corner. And we're waiting
We
on
have
Shane.
Shane entering the ring here. He will be in the red corner.
And Austin, who just did the wrong way, is actually, looks like he's helping Shane, one of his teammates. I think it's interesting to see how everyone has their own different traditions coming into the ring and before their fights, how they seal the ring. We can see Shane is sealing the ring. You walk around and you bow your head in every corner, raise your hand up. Everyone does this a little bit differently, kind of like the Muay also. There are no two that are really the same. They come from your trainer, and every trainer has their own interpretation of how you seal the ring or you do the wrong way.
We've got Shane in the red corner rocking the Monkan, a Thai tradition, sealing the ring. Calm, cool, and collected in the red corner with Shane.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 1 win and no losses from the Art of War in Jacksonville, Florida, presenting Bird Smallwood. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, making their amateur Muay Thai debut from Jacksonville Muay Thai in Jacksonville, Florida, presenting Shane Red.
Okay, guys, go ahead.
And coaches and corners are just getting their last couple of preparations ready for their fighters. We're about to start.
Everyone's got their own corner ritual. Looking to see a nice technical Muay Thai bout tonight.
Getting ready to start. And here we go. Touching gloves in the center of the ring.
There you go, good job. Hey, hi. Kick again. That kid's garbage. Let's go. There you go.
I think this weight is exciting to watch because really any strike could be a knockout. They're dangerous.
Hands up, move your feet, Shane. Move your feet. Score. Let's score. Score, Shane. Good. Score.
Lots of kicks coming from the blue corner. Just variety of kicks.
Kick, more kicks. Shane, let's kick.
He's moving back, but he's definitely throwing a lot.
Kick. Power. Yes. You good. You good. You good. Shane, please.
Good.
Please.
Shaking a hard punch off.
Kick.
Kick him.
Yes.
There you go.
Get into the clinch. Yes. Kick.
Some good exchanges.
That clinch gonna be trash. Let's go.
Yo, you got it, kid. Get him on the ropes and clinch.
Bert is definitely comfortable fighting backwards.
Shane, kick.
He's doing so pretty effectively.
Kick for him. That would be gas. Body, score better. Hot gas.
Kick punch. Kick punch.
Let's go, Shane.
Clinch him.
Some beautiful uppercuts from Bert.
I'm on the road to clinch him, baby.
You gotta score,
I want to see
Shane.
Shane get a little bit more active.
You gotta score, Shane.
Gotta get that back.
Score body, Shane.
Oh, there we go with a hard cross from Shane.
Get him off, don't check. Yes. Forward, Shane. Forward. Let's go. Don't let up.
Oh, they're in the clinch now, and Shane is throwing some hard knees. It looks like Bert is much less comfortable in the clinch. The knees are having a lot of effect. Bert's blocking them with his arms, not able to necessarily respond with his own. Got some uppercuts in the clinch. Generally not the best tactic in the clinch, but you know, whatever works in the moment.
Very nice tactical Muay Thai from red corner. I like how he added the clinch at the end of the round.
Yeah, he seems much more comfortable in the clinch than he did exchanging hands.
For sure. It's always interesting to see how different fighters always adapt to the strong boxing pressure in the amateur fights.
I also think for someone with only one fight, it's really impressive that Bert is so comfortable kind of fighting backwards effectively, and he's landing clean and he's active while moving backwards.
Yeah.
That's usually a skill that comes, a lot of people just don't have that skill.
It was good to see. He was pretty comfortable picking shots on the back foot. Seemed to be fairly relaxed. Very poised for his second fight, sorry.
Definitely.
Shane's also doing very well for his debut match.
Yeah. Once he got comfortable, like halfway through the round, he really seemed to just kind of find himself, get a little more comfortable.
Definitely.
Don't chase him. I want you to cut him off, Shane. Score better, Shane. Score better, Shane. Yes. Kick punch. Let's go. Kick punch now, Shane.
Shane is coming out much more aggressive in this round. Shane in the red corner.
Yes. Punch right after. That boy garbage. Let's go. Kick punch. Kick punch, Shane. Kick punch. Score body, Shane. Score body.
I want to see Shane let his hands go a little bit more, set up those kicks.
That's what we want, baby.
We're a team, Shane. We're a team. Red team. Get disrespectful.
I'd honestly like to see Shane work where it was working for him in the clinch. I'd like to see him get back into the clinch.
Find a way to get into the clinch. That's always the hardest part, is if you know you're comfortable in the clinch. Oh, wow, beautiful exchange.
Beautiful
There we go.
Beautiful work.
Shane is relentless.
I like this.
I do too. He really,
I like this.
just before that I was saying it's hard to get into the clinch. If you find you're comfortable there, you have to get through that danger zone to get there. But he seemed to have found it and got right in. And it seems like Bert doesn't necessarily have a response for the clinch. Oh, looks like a low blow.
Is that a low blow? Low blow from Shane. That one might have came in a little low.
That was, I think that was a low blow.
Very good work with Shane up to this point. I'd like to see more body kicks let off.
Yeah.
Preferably punches into the body kicks would work well for him.
Yeah. Bert has some very good low kicks. I notice his kicks are coming in, he throws them fast. Put a little bit more power behind them, and I think they would be a really effective weapon for him in this fight. I saw him in the beginning, in the first round, throw a low kick and then a middle kick, one right after the other, and that was a pretty beautiful combo. I'd like to see him do more of that.
Right back to the action. Let's see the clinch.
Looks like he is up and ready to go, or almost ready to go. Ooh.
Almost back to action, everybody. Let's go.
Right back at it, Shane. That's not the clinch, Shane.
Kick body.
That boy garbage. Let's go.
Hey, there you go, Nick.
Well, it looks like Bert got a little bit rocked by a punch there. Shane really is just relentless in the clinch, and Bert doesn't have the ability or the understanding, I guess, to grab him up by the neck and then also return in the clinch. And there are punches being thrown in the clinch, and they are not wearing elbow pads, which means elbows are not legal in this fight. So they're kind of limited in what they can do, but I would like to see Bert give a little bit more action back in the clinch. It seems like he's not very comfortable there, and I don't think I've seen him throw any knees, where he could definitely posture up, kind of make his base a little heavier, and bring his hips in,
right.
yeah, and return with some of those knees.
I'd like to at least see a low double under from Bert. The stomach holding thing isn't the best idea.
Yeah, because then you get your arms speed up, and it slows your hands down for when you do want to punch.
He is a puncher, and you want to preserve those forearms. You know, kicks wear him down as well, but the knees will do the same.
Yeah.
Looking to see more clinch action from the red corner this round.
Yeah.
He seems really comfortable right now.
Bert does seem a little more defeated coming into this round, but I hope that Shane seems more calm and collected. He seems to have really settled into himself in this fight.
Shane's found his range.
You got it, Shane. You got it.
Score, Shane. Yeah, score, Shane.
Score, Shane.
Some good exchanges at the range.
Now we go. Now we go. Need it to that fight. Need it to that fight. Go.
Some ferocious punches coming in, alternating between knees and punches coming from Shane in the red corner. And now he's lifting up Blue's arms to kind of open up the knees a little bit more.
Shane, go right back there.
Got a ref breaking apart the clinch because there's no action in it, or they were too tied up to really work from there. Shane is really loading up on all of those knees. Oh, there we have a knee coming from Shane, or from Bert. I think that was the first knee we've seen him throw.
Hopefully he can pick up the pace pressure, finish the round.
That's some hard punches coming from Blue.
Back into the clinch with red corner. 30 seconds left in the red round here.
Hey, Nate, put him up there.
Blue's response to the clinch really is not working. I would like to see him vary it up. Something other than covering. Oh, that was a sweep attempt, catching the knee. Oh, there we have another knee coming from Blue. I think that Shane has really made a good comeback and done an amazing job in this fight. He started the first round a little bit slow. We can see he's gained confidence. He's done a lot of work, and about halfway through the first round and through the second and third, he really felt comfortable, found his range and what he likes to do.
Just make some noise for both of our fighters. Come on, give it up for them. That was amazing.
We're about to announce the winner. I would score that one for Shane.
I think red corner might take it here. Very strong debut fight.
Yeah.
Seemed to be very comfortable from the halfway mark in the first round.
Our judges have come to a decision. Your winner out of the red corner, Shane Beard!
So Shane, that was a fantastic first fight. And also, a great job from Bert. he did a really good job. I think he had some great strong punches. His kicks were good. He was very active. I think he just didn't have a response for the clinch.
Very active with the hands and seemed to be fairly conditioned. He didn't go down from all the knee strikes. Fairly
And
tough boy.
next up, we have Troy Wilson from Juniper Muay Thai in Philadelphia. That's where I am from Philadelphia. And he is fighting Earl Wilson from Tampa Muay Thai. Both of them have an amateur record of 0-0, so this is both of their debut fights.
This looks like it's going to be a 140-pound bout. This is both fighters' debut fights. There will be no elbows thrown, no knees to the head.
We've got a couple of fighters coming down from Philadelphia this weekend. We have Troy from Juniper, and we have Ben Windle, who's our last fight tonight from Heavy Hitters Muay Thai. Ben is one of my teammates. I'm very excited to see him get back in the ring. He's just a lot of fun to train with. And so we have Earl getting in the ring right now. In the blue corner, he is sealing the ring. And approaching the ring right now is Troy.
Battle of the Wilsons.
I didn't even notice that, but that is really funny. It's gritty. It is Flyers mascot. I don't actually follow hockey or sports other than fight sports, so I don't really know. But I think it's the Flyers. Everyone watching this in Philly is probably, embarrassed that I don't know this. But yeah, so Gritty, he's the mascot, and
are those Brazilians? Those ones.
I don't actually know.
Brazilian's been dropping some very nice designs lately.
Yeah.
Dylan,
Brazilian gear is great.
Dylan, if you hear this, send me a pair. Please. Blue corner seems to be rocking the Muay Thai addict shorts for this bout.
I think that the blue shorts, Troy's shorts, are also Muay Thai addict. I'm looking at the logo now. And we're doing a gear check for both fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout to begin. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making their amateur Muay Thai debut, representing Tampa Muay Thai from Tampa, Florida, presenting Earl Wilson. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, also making their Muay Thai amateur Muay Thai debut, representing Juniper Muay Thai from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, presenting
Both fighters look very calm ahead of their amateur debut. I know for me, at this point, my nerves are running crazy.
up, good. Nice and relaxed, Troy. Hands up, set it up with punches.
Very poised.
There you go, beautiful, Troy. Hands up.
Blue corner looking to change levels here.
Yeah.
Ah, good return.
Blue corner does seem, he just seems comfortable.
Ah, good return.
Blue corner does seem, he just seems comfortable.
The classic orthodox versus southpaw. The goal here is to land as many open side body kicks as possible, which would be right kick for blue corner and left kick for red. Watch for that.
Troy is having some great feints. I'm really enjoying that.
Troy is looking like a seasoned veteran right now.
He really is.
Earl seems to be changing level with the hands very well, transitioning into the kicks.
Feints. I'm really enjoying that.
I'd like to see a little bit more commitment to the kicks with blue corner. Good clinch. Good clinch.
Oh, that was
turn
a nice turn. Seems to be getting a little more confident, Troy
Red
does.
corner with the morale boost. I like
Yeah.
it. Ooh, strong kick. Definitely up the ante for him there. Earl keeping calm and collected with the hands.
Yeah, Earl he's slick.
Strong kick. Good kick.
He doesn't seem phased by anything. I mean, neither of these fighters do. Yeah, Earl is...
This has been a very good first round for both corners here.
Definitely doesn't look like a first fight.
Definitely doesn't, right? Very high level tonight so far.
And looks like Troy off-balanced Earl, but it seems like it came a little bit after the bell, or just at the bell. I have gotten a few texts about the fact that I don't know who Gritty is, so
It's over for you when you get home.
yeah, it's over. I'm gonna have to watch like all sorts of hockey or basketball or whatever. Both fighters looking pretty calm in the corner. Can hear a little bit of Troy's corner. They're telling him, make sure you're going first. You're the more active one. Both fighters looking pretty calm.
I'd like to see a little bit more pressure with the hands in blue corner this round.
Yeah.
He's doing very well mixing the levels first round. I'd like to see a little bit more commitment and adding the kicks at the end of the punches.
Yeah.
Should do him very well here.
Yeah. Troy threatening the teeth. Oh, Earl got stuck in the ropes for a second. Both of them are really good at these feints and fakes. They're kind of threatening that rear kick.
Very good kicks. You must have heard me.
You can really hear the mustard on those kicks. Both of them are really good at these feints and fakes. They're kind of threatening that rear kick.
Good kick.
That was some good head movement coming from Earl.
Ah, good punch from blue corner.
A little bit.
Fighters enter the clinch.
Nice sweep
Troy looking
attempt
for the
coming
up
from
balance.
Troy. Looks like Troy's knees are landing a little more flush.
Ah!
Oh, nice.
Good sweep
Nice
in red
turn.
corner. Very nice. Make sure you're up first. That scores well.
Troy's knees are landing a little more flush. Troy got a little bit of a warning. I guess that might have been an illegal turn or a hip toss or almost one. Troy threatening those teeps and then using it to set up his punches. Troy is tricky with those sweeps. Troy threatening those teeps and then using it to set up. And we're coming to the end of the second round here. Troy is tricky with those sweeps. How would you have scored that one?
Definitely got to give it to red corner. I'd say the clinch in the knees definitely scored very well for him, and I like how he finished the sweeps after the clinch entry, showing dominance. Every time he took him to the ground, he was able to get back up, look strong, and be prepared to go again, which looks very good on his end.
Yeah, I agree.
Looking to see him do more of the same and take.
Yeah, I'd like to see him
third
throw a
round.
few more punches, or a little more commitment behind his punches. I mean, for blue corner, I would like to see Earl throwing a few more punches and kind of committing to them.
Threatening with the teep, high kneeing on his way in, looking to find that opening for the clinch.
Yeah. Earl really has some good inside low kicks. They are not messing around. You can see Troy's leg is becoming a little bit red.
Very good open side kick from red corner. Remember, this is an orthodox versus southpaw bout. That's the name of the game here.
Troy's kind of hunting for the clinch a little bit right now. Oh, goodness.
Very good sweep from Troy.
Troy almost didn't even wait for the ref.
Troy dogging
He just
him
wants
in the
that
third
clinch.
round. Hunting for what worked for him.
Yeah.
Doing very well with it so far.
He's definitely stifling Earl's range.
Notice how he's standing closer to the hands to kind of take away the jab.
Yeah, he's kind of collapsing Earl a little bit in the clinch.
Another good sweep from Troy.
I think Earl would need to bring his hips in to kind of prevent being bent over in the clinch like that.
Hips in with a nice double under would do him good here.
Almost got him in the head with that knee. To hand it to blue corner, he is not giving up. He is still trying to return with his own knees, and he's trying to throw kicks in his range.
One hard exhale. Knees seem to be showing effect. Body punches and knees definitely taking their toll. Sweeps when your opponent falls on top of you do wear you out very much.
Yeah.
Troy relentless with the knees. Looking to see a sweep and turn here. Or a good sweep. Very good debut fight out of both corners.
Yeah.
Troy
I think
looking very composed.
Yeah, both fighters were pretty well matched. I really enjoyed that fight. I think Troy did an excellent job. Especially once he found his comfort zone, which was clinch going into those sweeps. I very rarely see a fighter in their first couple of fights who's comfortable dumping and sweeping and off-balancing in that way.
Right. Very good display of proper Muay Thai scoring. The big turns, sweeps, knees.
Yeah, off-balancing and stifling your opponent's range. And keeping the fight where you're comfortable, not where they're comfortable, and not letting them have the fight where they're comfortable. Getting ready for the announcement of the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have come to a decision. Introducing your winner, fighting out of the red corner,
And congratulations to Troy Wilson out of Juniper Muay Thai. That was a beautiful amateur debut. He did a really great job.
Very good work for Troy. Took the fight in proper Muay Thai fashion. I like it.
Quick reminder, fighters, make sure you see the doctor. And to all of our corners out there, please do not touch any of the lighting equipment. It is not meant for hanging on and leaning onto. So corners, please don't touch the lighting equipment. Thank you. We're ready for our next bout to begin.
And next up at 155 pounds, we have Devin Cox out of Jack's Muay Thai, and he is fighting Ralph Valera out of FKA. Devin has 2 fights with a record of 1-1, and Ralph has 3 fights with a record of 3-0.
Good last fight.
I have to say, I have gotten so many text messages about not knowing who Gritty is. So I apologize as someone who lives in Philadelphia for not knowing. And I will learn more about Gritty.
What's a gritty?
It's the well, I don't really know. That's the thing, is I can't explain it to you, Omar, because I don't know. He's the mascot for the Flyers. Kind of the mascot of Philadelphia. The Flyers are a hockey team.
Not a big hockey fan, so I would.
I never watched it, honestly.
So we got Ralph.
Ralph and Devin.
I've seen Ralph fight a few times. He's been training for quite some time, just little experience, but he's very good. Very good.
And he fights out of FKA, which is Asa Tenpau's gym. We can see Asa in the corner getting him ready. And then Devin is entering the ring now from Jack's Muay Thai. He is the third fighter this evening from Jack's Muay Thai.
Devin's been training, I'd say, a year and like 3 months. So just his 2 fights has been progress. He's been getting better every fight. Let's see what he brings to this fight.
Ralph looks like he is ready to go. He's excited and staying loose in the corner.
From what I know from the guys from Florida Kickboxing Academy, I'm expecting heavy hands and some decent low kicks.
Yeah.
More than decent, if I'll be honest, but
both of these fighters have some fantastic shorts. I just have to comment on them.
yeah. That's my favorite part of Muay Thai is the shorts.
Very sparkly pants. I love it. The Muay Thai Addict shorts on Ralph in the blue corner. They have these cool skulls with flowers, sugar skulls.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, couldn't think of the word. I'm so embarrassed over not knowing who Gritty was that I just forgetting all my words.
So we've got a little ring rope malfunction. We're getting that taken care of real quickly, and then we'll get this fight started. Ralph in the corner looking like he's just ready to get this started. That nervous energy that I was talking about earlier. I hate this part of the fight. I just want the ref to see it. Let's go.
There's so much anticipation just before the first bell. Are they going to do one of those things where they high-five you and immediately kick you right after? Or like, are we going to touch gloves? I don't know what's going to happen. It's so stressful.
See, I like to establish that before we even start. From in the corner, I'm asking if we're going to touch gloves.
I always want to touch gloves. I'm usually...
You know, I'm definitely a touch glove kind of person.
Yeah.
But I'd be very upset if I said we were going to touch gloves and you hit me after. So.
Yeah. I don't like when you touch gloves and you go immediately into a kick.
Although I've done that one time, I want to say round 4 of a fight where I just was just anxious to get this going.
Yeah. I've definitely, spazzed and been weird after touching gloves and not, you don't quite know, especially in your first few fights, when are you supposed to start punching?
It's like, do I touch the gloves and then walk back to the corner, then we start fighting?
Yeah. Do I circle? Do I circle left, circle right? I don't know. I'm still working on fixing the ring. Not quite sure what happened to the rope, but we want to make sure the ropes are tight so that they,
don't fall out of them.
Yeah, we don't want anyone falling out of the ring. That would not be good.
I have fought one time with some loose ropes. It's not the best because I like to clinch on the ropes. So when we clinch and I almost fall out the ropes, it's not a good look.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Both guys just still in the corners trying to stay warm as we get the ring issue fixed.
Yeah, we can see Red doing a little bit of shadow boxing. Blue is just keeping himself loose.
Flipping on. Looks like we're almost done with the repeat. We might get a special appearance from Austin O'Mell on here.
I do have to apologize because I've been saying Austin's name wrong the whole time. Yeah. I mean, I've only mentioned you once when you were doing the Muay.
All right, let's get going, ladies and gentlemen. We're about done here.
So we have Florida versus Florida in this match. Jax Muay Thai versus FKA. Both Austin from Jax Muay Thai and Asa from FKA have fought at IFMA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout to begin. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur Muay Thai record of 3 wins and 0 losses. Representing Florida Kickboxing Academy from West Palm Beach, Florida, welcome Ralph Varela. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with an amateur record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing Jacksonville Muay Thai from Jacksonville, Florida, presenting Devin Kyle.
Another Southpaw versus Orthodox matchup. Let's see who gets their pace set first. Ooh, good. Good opening exchange from these two gentlemen. Good.
Both of them are ready to go.
There you go. Good left kick. Good knee. Now we need it. Turn them.
Clinch exchange.
Burn.
Devin trying to stay busy.
All right. Lock him up. That's what we're going to do. Tie him up.
Refs letting them work a little more in the clinch than I'm used to. But
This one, just turn him in knee. Turn him in knee, Devin. Step around.
And so as we can see, as with the other 2 Muay Thai fights, these guys are not throwing elbows. So it kind of limits what they're able to do in the clinch. That was a beautiful off-balancing by Red.
good fight so far.
Now you knee.
Devin seeming to be able to set his pace and
Ralph is definitely more comfortable as a forward pressure fighter, and usually that's the case when you're the shorter opponent. You have to be willing to kind of take some damage to get into your range.
Good kick, Devin.
Good exchange.
Great, Devin.
Blue is really throwing some hard kicks.
Kick. He's right there. He's right there, Devin. Kick him.
Ralph with the good movement, footwork, trying to stay where he's not getting hit.
He's definitely controlling the ring too. He has a good instinct of where
Cut him off. Don't fall him. Cut him off.
where he needs to be to kind of prevent movement.
Devin seems to be more of a clinch fighter. Ralph wanting to stay lower outside. It's good to see Ralph making the adjustments that needs to be made.
Yeah. Devin is so tall that his knees are coming up almost to Ralph's face.
Devin looked to be in control for the beginning of that opening round, but Ralph definitely came back.
Yeah.
I like to see what they do in the second round. Like to see Ralph start mixing up the punches with the kicks. Devin also mixing up the punches with the kicks. Let's see what they come up with the second round. Got a replay on the screen. Them going through a little clinch exchange. Devin with a good teep there.
Yeah. And it looks like Blue is pretty calm in the corner right now. Asa's very, like, toned down, I guess, in a, I guess, like a calm and kind of reassuring way of cornering. I like that style.
He's pretty hard in the prep, like from what I've seen with his guys. So, like, fight time, you don't need to be as anxious.
Yeah, you've, like we were saying earlier, you've put in the hard work already.
Ooh, good kick from Devin. Ooh. I'd say Ralph is definitely the better boxer, but Devin seems to be scoring well with the kicks and knees right now.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful spinning back fist. And it looks like Devin, the ref has called the fight off. Just knocked him clean out.
You're good, Devin. You're okay.
He's okay. He's sitting up.
Devin, stay down.
But that was a hard shot, and it hit clean.
Land it. Stay away from the pole. Don't touch the pole. Get shaking over your head.
Might get a replay on that KO.
I think he was trying for the back fist. He might have caught like forearm. Also.
Got a replay.
That's illegal. No. They literally tell you in every movie not to throw the back fist because you don't have elbows on.
And so there's a little bit of discussion about what might be scored as maybe a DQ, or do we know a DQ?
So we'll see what the ref says, but way Florida rules work, you can't throw elbows. Since they weren't throwing elbows, they advise you not to throw the spinning back fist. In case you hit with the forearm, they usually just disqualify you.
Interesting. So this might not actually be a loss for Devin. This might be a no contest.
Just depending on how the ref saw it.
Right.
Like, because I've seen this sanction before. All of their rules meetings, they tell you do not throw the spinning back fist.
Right.
Because that could have hit with an elbow. So we'll see what they do with this one. But that was a good fight up until good stuff.
And we see Ralph looking pretty upset right now. Just watching the instant replay again.
It was an interesting round up to that point.
Definitely was. And it's hard to even tell. It looks like that caught with either the forearm or the elbow, so it may, depending on how the ref sees it, we'll see how it's ruled.
They asked if you can play the replay back one more time.
So the sanction is going over the replay to see whether to call that a disqualification or a KO. Yeah, here we go. It's about to get there, and they're doing the whole fight.
It does look like it hit with the forearm at least, if not the elbow itself.
Yeah, that was a close one. I
don't know how I would.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'd call that one.
It looks like the ref is discussing it with the doctor.
They're definitely trying to figure out what to make that call.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to figure out if it was an elbow or an ounce. Hard call, honestly. Oh,
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what I would do. But Devin is okay. He's sitting up. He's alert.
Yeah, he's talking.
Just getting his hands unwrapped. And
it was turning into a good fight, if we're being very honest. I'm a bit upset that...
Honestly, I would have scored it for Devin. And so that one is not a DQ. Oh, we don't know yet. They announced the winner out of the blue corner. Still a lot of confusion as to how that one is going to be ruled.
Also, they're only really deliberating it as this sanction, like I was saying earlier. This sanction says no spinning back fists at all. So,
is it that they are discouraged or they're not allowed?
So they're more discouraged than not allowed. So
Okay.
if you've been to any of this the rules meetings, they tell you, because up until a few months ago we couldn't throw elbows in Florida. So they used to tell you don't throw a spinning back fist at all, because if you land with the forearm,
right,
they're going to disqualify you.
And so, coming up next, we have an intermission before we get into our last 6 fights. We've got a lot of good fights with some decent experience on a lot of these guys.
Bro, the fight was good. Shit happens. So we're still unsure of what actually happened. Was it a win? Was it not a win?
Yeah, Ralph just came over by us, and he seems a little bit confused. No one really knows what they're going to call it. Still a lot of discussion. But most important thing is Devin is okay.
Don't touch, move, don't touch this thing. Yeah, that's what we were telling the corners.
Looks like that rope came loose on the ring again.
Ladies and gentlemen, after reviewing the footage, our officials have ruled that that's a no contest. Yes, so give it up for both fighters.
So that fight.
We will now take a brief intermission. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
So they ruled that one a no contest. That sucks for both gentlemen, but is
It really
part
does.
of is part of what it is.
Yeah, it's always hard, especially, looking at it from Ralph's perspective. He knocked someone out, and then having, knowing that a technique kind of makes it ruled a no contest. That's
yeah.
It's frustrating. It's hard.
Like he did get a knockout, but according to the sanction, it's a no contest. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can see them do that again. It was turned into a good fight.
Yeah, it was fantastic. They were both doing really well.
We're gonna go into a quick intermission, then we'll be back to our last 6 fights.
Hey, Austin, you come talk.
So we've got 6 more fights for the evening. All of these are looking to be really good ones. My teammate, I train out of Heavy Hitters Muay Thai, and my teammate Ben is fighting, so don't know that I'll be able to be impartial for that one.
All right, this is Austin Amell checking in. What were we talking about, Molly?
I was just saying that I'm probably not going to be able to keep my enthusiasm in check for Ben's fight at the very end because he's my teammate, so...
Oh, that's okay. You've heard me in the corner over here all
Yeah.
night. Obviously, we like to get a little excited here at Jackson Muay Thai. Who we got next? So Drew and Aramis from Co. All right. Drew's from our gym. Co is kind of a sister school of ours. So that should be a good fight. It's some technical Nam Tam Muay Thai. That was a pretty crazy last fight, though.
Yeah.
We were very pleased with how Devin was doing too.
Yeah, Devin was doing a great job. He was really doing well, finding his range and getting comfortable.
That kick was working first, and that opened up that knee, and that knee had him hurt.
Yeah.
That knee had him hurt, but you know, sometimes that like injured corner cat's the one that's most dangerous.
Yeah.
You know? That almost happened to me one time, actually. It was, I think you were up there supporting one of your teammates when I fought for that WBC belt up in D.C.
Yeah,
in that 4-man tournament in the first fight against Vincent Stryker out of Level Up. I had him hurt in the second round, and that kid, I was going for the finish. I was hunting the finish. I had him in the clinch, firing knees. I got a little too relaxed up top, and he just spun with an elbow and hit it clean, like clean.
Yeah, and I don't remember. What was the result of that?
I won by decision.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I took a step back and we both looked at each other like, am I still awake right now? Like, we couldn't believe I was still
Those
conscious.
moments are wild.
Yeah. And then I went back to what I was doing. I couldn't believe it. But luckily for him, the round ended right after that. Good times. I'm glad to see the world's opening back up.
Yeah, definitely exciting to see fights happening again and people getting back to what they love to do. We like to see lots of fights happening often.
Yeah, give me something to do on the weekend, something to watch. All right, then we got, after Drew and Aramis, we got Alex Rogers out of FKA, 4-4, and Jamie Hatton, 6-3. Pretty experienced for Florida guys. Gotta take some of that Omar's water. So Molly, when was your last fight before COVID?
My last fight, 2 fights on the same day. They were at WKA in August 2019. I fought Yasmin Salhani twice in about an hour.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was quite a day. I lost 2 fights in the span of an hour, and they were so close to each other. Like, it was basically like a 6-round fight. It was wild. Yasmin is no joke, and she has since gone pro and just been killing it.
Yeah, she's been doing very good. I've seen her. Didn't she win a title down in Mexico on Triumphant? Or it was a controversial decision?
I think it was a controversial decision.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I believe she lost, but it was a really good fight. She is one of the hardest hitters, I think, at 105 to 110 pounds. It's no joke.
Oh yeah, that girl's been doing some big things at division for a few years now. It's always good to see her fight.
Yeah. And Austin, when was your last fight?
It was right before everything shut down. It was February 29th for Art of War up in Ottawa, Canada.
Oh, okay.
Got to fight a pretty experienced guy from up there. You know, he's got some wins over some of what do they call it? Muay Thai Canada. Like they're the national team. He's beat some of their guys. He had about 30 fights, I think. So I was able to go up there to his hometown. He tried to hit me with a few spinning elbows. he definitely tried to take my head off. I was able to keep it under control, hit him with some left kicks.
Yeah.
So the usual game plan for long southpaws.
Yeah, I remember in my very first fight, my opponent threw a bunch of spinning back fists, and that was one of those fights where I had no idea what was going on because it was my first fight, and I got hit by them like clean, like twice. The third one, I just move my head back a little bit.
Well, it sounds like you stayed up at least.
Yeah, I stayed awake all 3 rounds. I lost. Unanimous decision.
Well, my first fight, I got TKO'd, so I did not stay up. I personally thought I beat the count, but you know.
Well, did you stay awake?
I did stay awake.
Okay, well that's all you can really ask. When you get into a fight, you know, you just have to stay awake for 3 rounds or 5 rounds.
And you like that first round, like that first fight adrenaline dump is so like by the 3rd round your legs are like jelly.
Yeah, I actually haven't had an adrenaline dump.
Ever?
Probably no.
Wow. I swear my first 3 fights, like I came out those fights thinking I just went through the hardest thing on earth.
Yeah, I mean afterwards you're like, wow, that was incredibly difficult. But during the fight I've never had one. Fingers crossed I won't. I know everyone does, and you have to be prepared to kind of fight through it and tell yourself like, actually I'm not stuck in the mud. I'm not that tired.
Yeah, you gotta take that moment to bring the bearings back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, but my experience with having adrenaline dumps is, you ever played Halo back in the day? That game Halo? Oh, it feels like I got red alarms going off in my head, just screaming at me.
Yeah. My teammates are probably laughing right now. The running joke is, you know, if it's a video game or a movie or a show, I haven't seen it, I haven't played it, I don't.
I can respect that. There's too much other stuff going on out there. Oh yeah, what's your walkout song?
It changes, but there's one time I walked out to this song. It was a German rap song. But I changed my mind on that one. I like it. It's by a guy named Peter Fox. It's called Alles New. It's a good song. It's
we'll
definitely.
Have to look it up.
Yeah. But I like Jonathan Haggerty's walkout song, the Dance Monkey song.
I've not heard that actually. I'm surprised I haven't.
I might even get the name of that song wrong, but yeah.
I have to look into that one.
I genuinely, if you asked me today what I wanted my walkout song to be, I don't know what it would be.
Do you know what it would have been for this one?
No idea.
No idea. Just whatever you pick that day, huh?
Yeah, it's just, you know, feel like this song today.
Huh,
Maybe it'll be like some kind of Backstreet Boys song. I think that would be cool.
That's good. Yeah, I need some like metal to put me in the mood to like fight to the death. You know, it's not that serious because it's Muay Thai, but I need to pretend it's that serious.
Yeah. Definitely feels that serious when you're preparing to get into the ring.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, this is a fight to the death, even though it's, you know, it's an amateur fight or...
So actually there's a great story with the quote. That's with the quote very similar to what you said about fighting to the death. Yeah, last weekend, you know Johnson and Fairtex? Mm-hmm. So he was in town teaching some seminars, and it's become almost a thing when he comes in town. I'll go drink a little bit with him. And the other night we were doing the same thing. We're drinking, having a few beers, and he gave me one of them sashes that they wear, like Saint Chai walks out in.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, he took it off his body and like gave it to me. I was like,
what an honor.
I was like, this is the wooden man, Johnson man. And like, I had me a little tipsy, so I was like, I got so hyped. I told him, I said, now I gotta fight this kid to the death.
Yeah.
So now I have no option. I had a legend.
It has to happen.
It was quite. Then he was like, all right, now give that back to me. You're too excited. You're too excited.
You lost your privileges.
Yeah, pretty much. Good times though. Oh, they're really working on this ring here. Should we give them a play-by-play? We got one of our resident members, Jimmy, with some type of screwdriver, trying to put the cover back on the rope.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like a giant metal eye hook thingy.
We got a 3-man team getting the cover back on this rope with our boy Doug laying down there with the wrench. I'm not sure what he has the wrench for, but there's something in mind.
Big wrench? I'm not sure.
That's actually the thing that holds like the ropes in place.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the name of that tool is.
Well, I was just wrong entirely.
We're working on it.
So, Austin, have you ever commentated on fights before?
I have not.
Me either.
I'm just winging it, trying to talk about fights.
Yeah, I like to talk, so.
I figured it's easier when there's fights going on, though. This is a pretty long intermission here.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes your partner. Let's see if he's gonna walk over here. He's gonna avoid this. Where'd he go? He disappeared. Yeah, I knew he was gonna avoid it. I gave it to Omar.
It's
So-
definitely a nice change in the weather from
Oh, yeah.
coming from Philly, where last week it was freezing.
Yeah, Florida, we got that nice comfy breeze at about 70, 80 degrees. It's perfect.
Yeah, the humidity though, it's different.
Oh yeah, that does hit. That does hit. Like it actually, apparently it affects your car because if you ride with your windows down too much because of the humidity, it makes the lining come off real easy. I learned that one by experience. But interesting story about Drew Flodine from JMT. For his very first fight back in September. He's been a devoted member of our fight team for a couple of years, always sparring, not quite ready to fight yet, but for his first fight back in September, he a show that a couple of our guys were on, they had a guy pull out, and on 24 hours notice he stepped in and fought a hell of a fight. If you look at his record, you see 0-1, so you'll see he lost that fight. But at the end of the day, to step in on 24 hours notice and to throw hands like he did,
Yeah.
it was a good sight. So with the full camp here, I'm excited to see how he looks. And Muay Thai always brings a good scrap to the table. So.
Definitely.
Guys, we're going to jump out and go to our sponsors. It's about a 40-second commercial, okay?
Today's broadcast of Jacksonville Muay Thai Fight 8 is brought to you by Degree Wellness, Jacksonville's premier self-care and wellness experience. Buddha's Thai Bistro in Jacksonville Beach, the best Thai in town. Paget Business Services, America's firm for small business tax needs. Wellspring Health and Sports Performance, prepare to perform, recover, and repeat. A1A Overhead Door Company, serving Jacksonville and the surrounding area. Smooth Moves, moving made simple. Jack's Muay Thai, fulfill your true potential.
And
right.
we're back. That was a fun little break. I got some water in me.
Yeah.
Hydrated, ready to go.
So where would you recommend for good Florida food, Austin?
Good Florida food. Well,
Like if you had one night left in Jacksonville.
have you had your gator nachos yet?
I have not. So for those who don't know, I have been on a quest because I was supposed to fight tonight and I'm not. So I'm here just on a quest for gator nachos, and I don't know if that's a thing, but I decided I can make it a thing. But if you can have nachos with and like sub your protein, you can definitely have gator on the nachos. I just
fried
don't-
gator is a thing here.
Yeah.
I, as a Florida native, it's always just been one of those things. We have it, so I'm not worried about it. I've never had
it's like
it.
the Philly cheesesteak. I would never go and seek out a cheesesteak because it's just normal.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Everybody else can take care of that. I got my own food. But we do know a place. But no one can see my girlfriend over here. Hilly. I say hi to Hilly. Anyway. Yeah, there's a place about 15 minutes from here called Southern Coast. They got a nice fried gator tail.
Coast.
Southern Coast.
I'm gonna write that down and suggest that. I've also heard the barbecue is really good.
There we got solid barbecue down here. I mean, we may not have that Texas beef brisket, but you know, we try to compete. We try to compete. I mean, everybody does move to Florida from somewhere else, so we got a big old melting pot down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have Chick-fil-A too, which
We
is
have
controversial.
We have Chick-fil-A in
Oh, do you?
Philly too.
Okay. I know they have controversial views, so I know some people have been boycotting them lately. We feel the need to defend our Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I don't think I've had Chick-fil-A in about 10 years.
Really?
Yeah,
I had it
I
yesterday.
worked at one briefly when I was in college because I needed a part-time job, and I ate it so much because I was
Exactly.
in college. I didn't have any money, and they gave me a free meal every day, so that's what I ate, and I just kind of wore myself out with it. It's like so many chicken sandwiches you can eat.
Yeah, you gotta get tired. It's like me and the food truck my parents own.
Yeah.
I can only eat a breakfast burrito so many times.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you didn't bring us breakfast burritos.
Because we're closed on the weekends.
Well, you could have made them and just brought them.
I'm too busy for that. I got things to do. Also, we very wisely have a cook because neither me or my dad can cook to save our lives. But we can work a window. We can work a window.
We had a nice barbecue after weigh-ins yesterday. We made some steak and chicken. My coach marinated the chicken in balsamic dressing and Dijon mustard with some salt and pepper. It was really good. And then we had shrimp as well, and a sweet potato hash, and some peppers. Oh, it was amazing.
So,
I
coming
ate
off
so
your
much.
fight camp, it sounds like that's exactly what you needed.
Yeah. I mean, I feel terrible now. I feel like a big salt ball.
I'm not sure about you, but there's actually I learned a lesson about when I rehydrate after I've cut weight. I once tried to actually eat healthy, eat greens, eat like white rice, eat the healthy stuff, eat like all clean for my rehydration. And I ended up not eating enough. I was underhydrated for the fight, and I got beat up because I gassed out in the first round. So ever since that moment, after weigh-ins, I get fried chicken sandwiches. I'll eat pizza. I eat everything I can get my hands on, and then the next day I feel great. So.
Yeah, I mean, after the weigh-ins, it's imperative to get like some good food in you fast. You need things that are going to make your cells hold on to water, to rehydrate quickly. I always swear by Pedialyte. I've heard a lot of people say that drinking Campbell's chicken soup straight out of the can. I know a lot of people who do that.
Well, I imagine it's loaded with salt, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's got like 4 days worth of salt in it. My favorite, I usually pack like a whole backpack full of snacks, and I just kind of graze on all of it. And it's definitely a variety because there's so many things I haven't eaten. Or like don't normally eat, like because I'm always kind of, not dieting, but like I always eat like I could have a fight in 2 weeks and be able to take that fight. So by the time I get to weigh-ins, I just like my eyes no longer have a gauge for like what my stomach is. So I bring like a variety of things, like some granola and some like salted peanuts and some Larabars and dried mango and all of these different things and something salty and like kind of savory. But all I really want is like chocolate. And every single time without fail, I have to limit the amount of chocolate I bring because I eat it and then I feel sick.
Oh, really?
And
true that.
When my fight was called off for this weekend, I held out hoping for an opponent, and then as soon as it was less than 24 hours till weigh-ins, I had 2 cups of this like chocolate sea salt granola, and I immediately was like, I'm gonna die.
We're gonna have to eat this chocolate. Forget it. I swear, it's like a ritual for me. Like the first day I can't drink no water, that's when I go groceries. It's usually the first day I get into town wherever I'm fighting. I going through that Publix or wherever, any grocery store, and just picking out. Like I know I'm gonna have like 2 bites out of that, two bites out of that.
Yeah.
But after all those weeks of dieting, it's like I need options over here. Just give me everything.
Yeah. I have to limit myself. I won't let myself go shopping like for my post weigh-in meal, either alone or hungry, because I'm gonna buy everything, and like I'll spend $150 on like granola snacks.
Same.
Or like candy.
At this point, I just chalk it up to the expense of fighting.
Yeah.
Just going ham. I remember have you been to TBAs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the Hy-Vee in Iowa.
Oh yeah.
I never thought someone could beat Publix, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think I might like Hy-Vee better. That place it was like a mini mall. It was amazing.
It was good. TBAs was the one time that I had enough self-control because I knew I had to weigh in twice.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I can't risk it, like blowing up and then feeling sick and then having to, because I would always get really stressed about, like your body retains water after you weigh in, and I would get really stressed, like even if it's artificial, but like I'm 13 pounds heavier than I was yesterday or something like that, it would freak me out.
Yeah.
Even though like throughout the day, just when you flush salt, it just comes off, but it's so stressful. It's so hard.
The one thing that allowed me to like justify going ham was like, oh, we get a 2% allowance the second time.
Yeah.
That's one thing that sucked about IFMAs was there was no allowance ever.
And you have to weigh in every day?
Like every day you fight. So I had to weigh in like 3 times, and it was like I would get out the ring and I had to start like, because like when I rehydrated I was pounding salt. So as soon as I got out the ring I'd have to be chugging down water to try to flush all of it out.
Yeah.
It was that was weighing in 3 times in a week. It was quite the experience.
Yeah.
I can't believe watching the Russians, it's like, me, I cut my water cut down from 10 to 5 pounds for that occasion. The Russians don't care. They're cutting 15, 20 pounds. They're getting out the ring and they have their sauna suit on immediately. I was like,
I
you
can't
go,
even
guy.
imagine.
You do you, man.
I wish that fighters didn't have to cut weight. I wish it wasn't part of the fight culture. I'd like to see that change in the future.
That would be better for everybody's mental health and actual health.
Mental health and just relationships with food. I mean, as athletes, what other athletes do you see that have to continually think about depleting their body before they compete? Leading up to a fight, do you ever want to have an athlete that has to lose muscle to make weight or be at a caloric deficit for the entire time they're training? You want your athletes in peak performance and not depleted.
Yep. And I've gone through many a fight, with my legs feeling like half as strong as they were the week before.
Yeah. I wonder what I would feel like in a fight if I didn't. What I'd feel like in a fight if I didn't have to deplete myself beforehand.
That's a very good question, and it's something. And it's funny because we all do it, so we're all on the same playing field. So if we could all just not do it, it would even the playing field. But
After I fought Yasmin, we ended up becoming friends, and one of the things that we were talking about was like, I don't understand why, like, we're the same size, we weigh the same, like, outside fighting, like, we have the same walk around weight. Why would we both artificially become a different weight that's way lower that neither of us ever walk around at, like, for 10 minutes before drinking a lot of water? It's insane.
Yeah,
it really is insane.
Nuts. But it's something that we got to deal with for the moment, and I doubt that'll change before we're done fighting. But we can push.
Probably
for it.
not. But
oh well. I will say the one positive of cutting weight is I'm not sure there's ever any time that food tastes better than when you step off the scale.
Yeah.
So I feel like not too many people get to experience that, but that first sip of Pedialyte I still have a Gatorade to treat myself.
Yeah. Although if you ever drink like a Pedialyte but you don't water it down and then you just have no more taste buds, so you can't even taste the rest of the food because like.
Oh, you water it down?
Yeah, otherwise
I need flavor in my life.
I do too, but sometimes it's like really
weird? Now I feel weird.
I don't. Now I'm doubting myself.
Now that I think about it, I feel like I've only seen people just drink it straight out the bottle. So now we turn around on you, Molly. Now you're the weird
I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but like, if you drink too much like cranberry juice or something like that, all you taste is like cranberry juice.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you kind of obliterate your palate for when you have to go eat the barbecue or the gator nachos.
True that. These are solid points. You want to keep your palate as clean. That's like a very cultured eater. That's what it sounds like. You gotta worry about the palate and all that.
Yeah, I'm not much of a foodie. My fiance is really the foodie.
Nice.
But
yeah, we're not too deep, but me and Haley over here, we definitely enjoy food.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoy it.
I mean, I enjoy food, but it's not like, complex gastronomy. I just really want like gator nachos. It just sounds so good.
Give me stuff that's fried and full of carbs.
Yeah, Hilly is saying you can tell a lot about like the way someone eats by if they grew up eating a lot of sugar or like. Yeah.
Sugar addiction is real, people.
For me, it's chocolate.
Heard it here first.
I remember my first fight camp, I tried to give up chocolate. I just gave up all sweets, all sugars of any kind, and for like a week or two, I was like vile. It was rough. So then I've worked it out so I can have some chocolate in the evening now when I'm in fight camp.
It took very, very many miserable, hungry nights, but I finally found, I think I found a way to maintain a good weight where I can keep a healthy relationship with food.
Yeah, it took a lot of work. I actually work with a nutritionist because I don't think that I could manage a fight diet and how to like properly fueling my body for all the sports I do, because in addition to Muay Thai, I also climb, I do bouldering and rock climbing, and I run a lot, and I'm just generally kind of into being active, but I don't think that I could do all that if I didn't have someone making sure that I properly fueled myself.
Yep.
I would end up, falling victim to some kind of bro science of like trying to make my own macros and ending up hurting myself.
Yep.
And I wouldn't want to have that happen.
No, it's got to be very clutch to have somebody to tell you what to eat and how to eat. Because I definitely wing it, and sometimes it's not the best idea.
I've been really into tofu recently.
Oh, really? Hilly loves tofu. I've never had it.
Yeah, it's tofu. The way that I've been preparing it, because I like it when it's crispy. But if you press it and then you freeze it, then you thaw it. You press it again, freeze it, and you thaw it, and then you coat it in like cornstarch. You can saute it. It gets super crispy. So good. I love it.
Sounds like a lot of effort, though. It does sound like a lot of effort. I'll say.
It is.
I had one of my cooks at the family food truck. He didn't realize it, but he had brought in bad tofu for himself. This was like 2 days ago. He could put it on the grill, and it released a smell that was just vile. So heads up, people. If you get tofu, eat it fast, because it smells vile when it goes bad.
When it goes, it goes.
It's rough. I said, you're driving away the customers, Lloyd. Get that stuff out of there. I hope I haven't been cursing. I haven't been paying attention.
I know. I've been getting a lot of text messages. I said this before, but I mistook our Phillies hockey mascot, Gritty.
Gritty? For the Penguins?
No, it's...
No, Pittsburgh's not the Penguins. Y'all might kill me.
I don't know.
They are the Penguins.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But Philly is the Flyers, and they...
Yeah, they are.
They have an orange thing for their mascot. And this all came up because he was on Juniper Muay Thai's shorts on the side, and I've just been thinking about Gritty this whole time, and
nice.
Embarrassed that I don't know who he is.
Well, yeah, if your people are listening, they probably hate me right now because I thought the Pittsburgh Penguins were the Philly Penguins.
Yeah.
So they probably hate me now. I can't show my face in Philly no more.
Have you ever been to Philly?
I have not. I fought a couple. I fought one guy twice out of Philly. Kevin Rhodes.
Oh, okay.
That's the closest I've been.
Yeah, Kevin out of Rami Elite.
Rami Elite, yeah. Oh, and I got to hang out with Rami a bunch in Bangkok for when he was a coach on Team USA.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the elite guys here in the States.
Yeah.
Guess that's why they're called Rami Elite, huh?
You're still working on getting this rope on the ring fixed. Not sure what the issue was with it.
So heads up, we have shows here semi-often. This rope's a problem every time.
Well, it looks like they might have permanently fixed it. They taped it or cut it and taped it up.
There was once a time when they asked me, where the commission always comes out, they asked me if he'd fixed it. I had no idea, but I said yes.
When in doubt.
When in doubt, just roll with it.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it, people.
Take the easy way out.
Fake it till you make it. Oh, looks like we have a cameo by the great Ace of 10 pal over here. Bringing a couple guys.
We live right now?
Oh, we're
we are live.
How's everybody doing at home?
They are good. They are good. Hey, so you want to say something? 'Cause I think you need the mic on. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure we caught your audio there. But that was a cameo by the great Ace of 10 pal. Gonna put on a great fight with Kevin Ross. And just about 4 weeks after I fight down in Miami. Yeah, I fight down in Miami for WMO next Saturday. Hoping to put on a good show.
Yeah.
They got some.
Definitely excited for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. They got the prettiest belts in the States, in my opinion. So I definitely want to bring that boy home.
So.
Yeah, they get them straight from Thailand. So.
I do like the TBA belts.
They are beautiful.
Those are nice.
The white ones they did the year I did them. I love those ones.
Yeah.
I definitely need to come back. I might come back
What
this
year
year.
did you do?
2018, I believe. Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was B class. I was only about 3 or 4 fights in at the time.
Yeah. I've done TBAs twice. In 2018, 2019.
Yeah, it's a great experience. I love it.
Wiley!
All right. Thank you for coming, everybody. Hope you're having fun. We just wanted to spend a minute here talking about one of our programs called Muay Thai for Warriors. And it's a free program we set up last year for law enforcement and military veterans and active. And it came about last summer. Me and some of our vets were talking, and they were telling me how much Muay Thai and JMT had changed their lives. And we were looking at the rates of suicide in veterans and in law enforcement as well. And we were like, what can we do to help? So we started a class 3 times a week, and it's Muay Thai, but it's also more. It's a community. We have coffee hour afterwards, and they support each other. So I'm going to hand over to Mike Gum now. Mike's just going to talk about it for a second.
Thanks, Giles. John, if you could hand out just some of the flyers down the rows, if anyone would just pass them around, just a little bit of information about Muay Thai for Warriors. But first, just a show of hands in the audience, who is a veteran, active duty, law enforcement, or family member of all the above? Yeah. Yeah, please give a round of applause for them. So, Jacksonville is the longest place that I've ever lived. I've traveled around other than my childhood, and it's an extremely patriotic town. Jack's Muay Thai especially, the state of Florida in general. So when Giles and I were talking about doing something last year, it was on the heels of an article that came out to where there was a soldier, an Army soldier. He had done 9 deployments, 4 of them combat related, and he was about to retire, and he committed suicide. And then looking deeper in that article, his battalion in Afghanistan, a deployment, one specific 12-month period of time, there was 32 people that from his battalion that also committed suicide from that one deployment. So it really struck home to us, to Giles and I and a few others here at Jack's Muay Thai, to say, okay, there's clearly a problem. So we dug a little bit deeper. And then we found out, data suggests that there's 22 veterans a day that commit suicide. Going back, I believe it's the last 15 years. And then we started digging a little bit deeper into law enforcement. And 2019 data shows there was 220 officers across the United States that committed suicide. And there was 250 officers killed in the line of duty in 2018. Those numbers are really alarming for people that we need to protect us here domestically and abroad, right? And I think we all can say here in this room that we need good police, we need good veterans, and we need to say thank you for the things that they do. So Jack's Muay Thai, for myself as a combat veteran, has been overwhelmingly the best thing that I've done since my time of service. And talking to other veterans in here in law enforcement, it's a place to where I believe that what Crew Giles has put together, what Muay Thai is, it works. You can see it work. I believe that exercise helps mental health, helps physical health. There's something tied together to it. I believe when you put like-minded people who are invested in martial arts, athletes, law enforcement, veterans, non-veterans, people that are in Muay Thai, it works being around a community. So we started up this nonprofit organization that is only funded by donations from people like yourself, okay, companies out there that have helped us going. But it also, besides the donations, the most important part is getting people in the door and making us aware. So we have a really good, strong following on social media. I'm not on social media until now, and Amy over here with the camera is the genius behind the work. So if you do go to our Instagram, ask you please follow us. Tell people about us. There's a table out back that's being operated in the lobby there where you can take a pamphlet that shows a little bit more about what we do, ways to give back, things like that. Something as simple as if you have Amazon Prime, it's at no cost to you, just selecting Muay Thai for Warriors as your charity of choice if you feel so and you don't have one. So it works. If you have any questions, anyone wearing the shirts can answer them. There's a table out back. Appreciate you just at least passing our information along. And thanks so much for the support and for coming to this fight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike and Giles. That is awesome. All right, folks, we are ready to get started with our next Muay Thai bout.
That was a great message from good old Mike there. We got a great program, Muay Thai for Warriors. You definitely want to get involved with. Donate some money too, because it's doing a lot of good for a lot of people.
We've got Drew Floden from Jacksonville Muay Thai versus Aramis Gora from Co Muay Thai.
And I was talking about Drew when he took that fight on like 24 hours notice.
Yeah.
So it'd be fun. It'll be fun to see how he does with a full count.
Yes, I'm excited. Drew's been getting better every day in camp. So let's see what we do with this fight.
There we go.
Co Muay Thai, one of our sister schools in Florida. They're here a good amount of time. Sometimes we go to them. So Little friendly fight going on.
Definitely going to see some good Kanamta Muay Thai. We expect it at least.
Ramis sealing the ring.
Here comes Drew. About to do the same. It's funny. It's always here at our. It's always never mind. Different story, different day.
How do you feel about sealing the ring, Austin?
About sealing the ring here in the States?
Not at all, really.
Well, it's a good, homage to the Thai culture. I enjoy doing it. It's a good way to relax your nerves, stretch yourself out before a fight. But if someone does not, if a certain card does not want to participate in it here in the States because they're worried about fans losing interest, I understand that because this isn't Thailand. This is America. That being said, I have worked very hard on my ring more lately because I will be unveiling it for the first time next Saturday. If you're in Miami, come out and watch because it's gonna be a good fight.
Shameless plug.
That's shameless. It's like the second or third time I plugged it. There's only so much I can talk about here, man.
It's true.
We went through like a 30-minute intermission. Is it a video or a picture?
I was telling Molly earlier, this is actually the part I hate about the fight.
What's that?
Waiting for the fight to start.
Yeah, I absolutely hate that. I felt bad. Felt bad for that intermission because they spent 30 minutes just trying to fix a rope. Yeah, we were talking about everything under the sun.
Gold in their ears.
Yeah. They're hearing about our diets, our favorite foods.
It's a diet.
I felt like we were creating dating profiles.
Drew getting the last bit of headgear put on, and then we get to see them fist fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 1 win and 1 loss. Representing Pro Muay Thai from Brandon, Florida, Aramis Gora.
So I've been hitting.
And his opponent, of the red corner with an amateur record of no wins and 1 loss, representing Jacksonville Muay Thai from Jacksonville, Florida, presenting Drew Flaudine.
Are we going to be biased? All right, here we go. They're about to get the fight going. Touch of the gloves and they're ready to go.
Just looking at this one from the start, I'd like to see if Aramis's gas tank is gonna hold up.
Drew needs to move those feet. The best thing to do against the southpaw is hit him with that right side.
Right kick, Drew.
Good hook from Aramis.
Yeah, these are good punches. Oh, we could catch the kick, going for the sweep. Good balance by Drew. That was very good balance by Drew. Very good balance. Drew.
Throw it!
Right punch, right kick.
Good. Aramis with the hands early.
There we go. He's coming.
I'd like to see Drew start to get something going.
For that sweep. Worked that time.
Score better, Drew!
Oh my God, pull that mic down.
Alright, they're feeling
Aramis with some good catches. Good knees from Drew.
We see some knees. Good counter. Oh, we're good. That's a slip. There's a slip from Drew. He gets back up, dusts himself off.
Aramis with the punches.
Aramis coming with the punches. He should probably pick his hands up.
I'd like to see Drew do a little more. Drew's stagnant right now, just letting stuff happen.
Drew needs to work. Yeah, good knee, good attempt. There you go, good left hook.
Aramis has a real nice right hook. I'll give him that.
He does. There you go. Good kick. Good
kick from Drew. Last 10 seconds. Let's see what they give us.
Oh, there you go. Oh, good clinch exchange with some knees in there.
Good opening round from them.
Nice opening round. No one's really taken over yet. No one's truly taken over yet. Let's see how that second round goes. Let's see if they learned anything about each other.
Oramis seemed to have the better boxing. He was moving a lot more active. I'd like to see Drew actually start to get going.
Yeah, Drew really needs to fire that kick. When Aramis fires those hands, those ribs are open for them shins. If Drew don't get some spring in his step, Aramis can end up walking him down, putting his back on the ropes as the fight progresses.
I could definitely see him start to coming forward, so we need Drew to do some things.
If you can't smash the puncher with your kicks and your knees, they have no reason not to come forward, do they?
Second time. Find it up. Let's go, Drew. Come on. Let's go, Drew.
You gotta make him not want to come forward.
Round number 2.
Good hard kick.
Let's see the adjustments made during that run.
There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on.
Aramis is doing real well.
There, but good clinch by Drew. Good clinch by Drew. There you go. Made him pay for coming in too hard with the punches. Good kick. Oh, there we go. Now they're trading.
Drew's a little bit more active in the starting of this round.
He needs to get those kicks going. He needs to get those hands going. Aramis is getting a little more hesitant. But there you go. He's coming back with the hands now, though. He's
Good
getting
hooks from
confidence
Aramis.
again. Drew's got to make him pay again.
Good balance from Drew.
Good balance.
Ooh, near miss on that uppercut.
But nice kick with the follow after the uppercut by Aramis. Drew's getting too timid. There you go. That was a good kick by Drew. Drew needs the fire. Drew needs the fire. Good punch by Aramis. Good uppercut. Drew needs to move his feet. Good teep.
Good teep by Drew.
Good. There you go. Good kick. Good kick by Drew.
One of those where you need to be.
Good counter.
Good exchange. Good exchange.
Knees.
Good knees from Drew. Good knees from Drew. Good balance. Very good balance there.
Drew showing off very good balance here in this fight.
I think there's a little blood coming from the nose of Drew.
Drew needs to keep moving and keep firing. Yo, that was a good right hand. Good right hand from Drew. There you go. There you go. Good right hand by Aramis, but then good punch by Drew. Good knees. Good knees. There you go.
Drew for a dump attempt. Good right hand.
Drew.
Good punch exchanges from these gentlemen.
Good punch exchanges. Good work, boys. Good work.
Good round. Good second round.
Very good second round. I think Drew had a better round. Still would like to see Drew get a little more active, put a little more spice on those kicks. Because Aramis is walking him down a little too much. And we just had a visit from Nate Campbell, gave us a good slap on the back of the neck. Keeps me and Omar nice and humble having a Florida Hall of Famer Nate Campbell around. And Molly is back.
I'm back.
So good to have you back, Molly, because you can be a little less biased. Drew does happen to be me and Omar's teammate, so we've been working very hard to be to stay calm here.
Yeah, I won't be commentating on my teammate's fight because I don't think that I can be neutral for that.
I did not realize how hard this would be. It's been very difficult.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
Because you helped him prepare.
Exactly. I'm trying not to corner Drew right now. But hey, Drew, move your feet. Fire that kick. Fire it.
All right, and so give some representation to Aramis.
Throw it. No, you're good. Drew taking some hard punches here to start.
Yeah, Blue is not
Drew is
backing
taking
down.
that hard punches. He needs to get his senses together and throw that kick. His corner was just telling him to fire that kick, and there's the first one. If he can set it up. All right, Aramis really walking him down. He's got confidence in those punches.
Aramis
Drew
keeps
needs to
slipping.
make him pay or he's going to keep coming.
Yeah. Oh, that was a beautiful sweep. Catch and sweep.
Just like I said in the first round, Drew needs to make him respect his shots.
I like that the ref went to separate them and Aramis went to high-five him. That was gold.
Gotta love it. Drew needs to really buckle down and fire his shots. He's letting Aramis walk him down.
Yeah.
He's got to make him respect it.
Aramis does slip to the left a lot.
That head kick could be there.
Yeah.
Now Drew really needs to step up now.
Yeah.
Here comes Aramis. Here comes Aramis firing his punches. A good T-fake coming in. Good T-fake coming in. Drew's got to counter if he wants to lighten his workload
Drew really
here.
does just have to fire off that right kick. It's open.
Aramis lost his respect for his power, so Aramis is not worried about the counter right now.
Teeped him right into the corner and came with a flying
Drew,
knee. That was
Drew
a
needs
cool
some
move.
knees now. All right.
That wasn't necessarily a dump, but it wasn't off balance.
That is definitely a score. That's definitely a score. Do not look good for Drew. Drew just needs to fire it out. Hope he catches him at this point.
Yeah.
You tough it out. All right.
And that is it.
Great fight from these two gentlemen.
Definitely. Aramis is 1-1 and Drew is 0-1. Definitely a good fight.
I wish we could have seen Drew really turn it up a notch a little bit, get out. It seemed like he never quite got out of second gear. If we would have got him to third and fourth gear, maybe he could have done some damage.
Aramis looking happy over there.
Yeah, he definitely earned the smile on his face. Winning a fight is definitely one of the great feelings out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had the experience of like wondering if I'd won or lost.
I have.
You have?
A couple times.
It's like all of my wins have been clear wins, and all of my losses have been clear. So we're just up there. I'm just waiting for them to just announce it.
Yeah.
I've never had one of those like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I had one fight that was a little. Oh, and there we have the win for Aramis.
Aramis taking the win out of the blue corner. Good showing from him. And show respect by both fighters.
Yeah.
Gotta love the Muay Thai game.
I do really appreciate that it's a sport full of so much respect. You know, I once heard someone say that once you get into the ring, the only other person who knows, how scared and how, like kind of out of kilter you feel is the other person on the other side of the ring.
That's for sure. That'll definitely bring y'all a little bit closer together. Just going through that together.
Yeah.
Even though you're fighting each other, I definitely feel like you're going through it together.
Tickets out. Our winning
James
ticket
fighting
number
next.
is
Jamie
5,
Nash Rogers.
4,
This will be an
5,
interesting
2, 5, 0. If that's your ticket at the Muay Thai for Warriors table, you just won a t-shirt. Congratulations.
Pull your mic up, Molly.
We are ready for our next bout as soon as our fighters are ready.
I thought you were talking about like as far as like which got like the most moments like. All right, Alex come in. He's pretty experienced. He's 4-4 Muay Thai, and I'm pretty sure he's got about almost the same amount of MMA fights. So he comes in with a pretty good amount of experience inside of a combat sports cage or ring.
Yeah, Alex Rogers out of FKA.
And also coming out of a very experienced, one of the very top gyms here in Florida with Ace of 10 Pals as head coach and great teammates like Luis Morales and Stephen Bobinchode. And so they got a good thing going down there at FKA. So I'd like to see what Alex is going to look like here today. And Jamie, he's from a place called Niceville, Florida, training out of Freight Train MMA. He's actually he has an old teammate named Chester McIntosh. He's now here with us at JMT, so we've got to meet Jamie a few times, got to work with him. So I'm very excited to see what his Muay Thai is looking like. He has quite a few MMA fights, so he's got a good mix of both. So it's fun to see what he looks like in a straight Muay Thai ring too.
Both fighters, it looks like, are sealing the ring.
Showing signs of respect to the sport and the culture. Nice little meeting there in the middle. One of them's going the wrong way. I won't call him out. But you see that often at these events.
I always get disoriented and can't remember which way I'm supposed to go.
I actually had my monko fall down my head like a necklace once. It was my coaches that it was the one time I did not fight out of JMT because I was living in Tallahassee at the time, which is where I met a solid American Muay Thai couple, and Amy Duke and Joe Miller, two of my best friends out there. Shout out to them. Yeah, Joe was my corner. I was living in Tallahassee, going to school out there, and he gave me his monko that he had gotten in Thailand from one of his coaches. But you know, it was actually way too big, so we tried to tape it on my head. But once I got out in the ring, we found out it wasn't good enough.
Introduce yourself, guys.
Oh, hey, guys. If you're just tuning in, this is Austin Amell and Molly Silbernagel, two American Knack Moys who found themselves in this commentator's booth.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
But, yeah, we got some good fights going on here. We were just talking about Alex and Jamie here, a couple of experienced fighters. So, if anything, it should be a nice, clean show.
Yeah.
Hopefully they wear elbow
I'm
pads.
excited for this one. And they're 125, so really an action-packed weight division where these guys they're fast, they're powerful.
Well, these guys are in my weight class. If they pick up some wins, they pick up some more experience, I might get a shot at them. And so it's always fun to watch 25ers, we'll say that. I hope nobody on the team's mad at me. I was supposed to be corners.
Yeah, I'm really excited to help corner my teammate, Ben. Always wanted to do that.
I was actually quite sure he wasn't. Maybe I know him. I know Chester wanted me to corner him. Anyway, so I had to clear some up the teammate here. I got a couple of guys fighting, so I got to figure out when I need to leave. What's going on here? Why are there so many delays today?
Taping up all the gear.
Taping up all the gear. There we go, guys.
Gear malfunctions are one of my least favorite things about fighting with gear.
That's why I say get rid of the gear, people. Florida's working on it. We did just allow elbows, so you can see the elbow pads on our guys tonight.
Yeah, this, I believe, is our first bout with elbows.
Nice.
Next fight, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 4 wins and 4 losses, representing Florida Kickboxing Academy from West Palm Beach, Florida, introducing Alex Rogers. His opponent fighting out of the red corner, representing Jacksonville Muay Thai from Jacksonville, Florida, with a record of 6 wins and 3 losses, introducing Jamie Hatton.
And here we go.
There we go. I'm expecting a high-paced fight here.
Yeah, both of these guys are ready to go.
Coming out with the hard leg kicks to start.
Jamie does have quite a wide guard.
He does. Straight punches are going to work. Okay. Okay, Alex pushing him against the ropes with some good, solid, clean strikes. Good. That was a good step-in elbow from Alex. Alex is starting to get, you can see the MMA coming out on Alex. He's really open for that leg kick right now.
Yeah.
He's letting that lead foot turn in. If Jamie can really work those leg kicks, he might slow him down.
Yeah. I would say that Alex looks more composed.
He does.
Just a little more comfortable.
Alex is setting the pace in the range right now. So like I said, if Jamie wants to change that, I think he's going to need to work those legs. As it stands, Alex is walking him down. He feels really comfortable right now. And that's a good knee.
Got some elbows going.
Alex was actually in town last weekend for a great seminar from the Wooden Man, Johnson and Fairtex, so I had a chance to clinch him. I didn't really know he was at the time. He gave me some fits, so I know Alex can clinch him.
Yeah, Alex has got some great feints going on, really threatening those kicks.
He clinched Jamie a couple times as well. He can be tricky. There you go, Alex. And Jamie looking for that elbow. All right, this is definitely... They're looking to set things up.
Oh, that was some beautiful head movement from Alex.
Oh, that was a nice spinning elbow from Alex.
And in this bout, spinning elbows are allowed.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about elbows landing because elbows are allowed to land. So we don't got to worry. They can spin to win all day.
And is this a 3 or 5 round fight?
It should be a 3-round fight,
Okay.
I believe. Yes. Yeah, it looks like any shots we had of 5-round fights were we missed those opportunities. Have you talked about that on this broadcast, or should
I don't see why not.
how we had a lot of great fights pull out of this card? It was very disappointing. And if you pull out of fights for legitimate reasons, that's okay. Like Molly was supposed to fight, but her opponent did contract COVID, so that's okay.
Yeah. Feel better, Lyell.
We have heard some people give some very, very weak excuses, so it's tough. It's tough to see because as fighters we put a lot into this into preparation for these events, and for you to pull out.
We understand that it's coming out of a year-long layoff, which is difficult for everyone.
Yes.
But you've got to be ready to just take opportunities when they come, and not every opportunity is going to be like a guaranteed win for you.
Yep.
Out of every single bout, there is always a winner and a loser.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. And then
people are so afraid of
losing,
taking the risks. Yeah.
That's how you get better.
And so we're back at it for round 2.
We're back into action. Jamie looking for those counters.
Yeah,
Alex is trying to walk. Oh, there comes Alex. Jamie's not going to lie down and take it though.
No.
Alex is trying to take control, but Jamie ain't letting it happen.
I definitely would have scored the first round for Alex.
Yes. But if Jamie
is not, an opponent to underestimate at all.
He is not. Alex right now is trying to take control and take the pace and the distance, but if Jamie can really mess with his timing and his rhythm, he might be able to change the tide.
Got a little gear malfunction again. Abolish gear.
Yes. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
I think my least favorite gear is the headgear. Because it gives you a false sense of security. Your hands can be way wider, and then you get punched in the face. You're more open for everything, and it also impedes your peripheral vision. You can't see as easily.
Your head's bigger too. It's just you're a bigger target.
Yeah.
There's not the only positive of headgear. It would be in tournament settings where you might save yourself from a cut.
Right.
But unless you're worried about getting cut, then there's absolutely no reason, in my opinion, to wear headgear.
Yeah, especially because you also have a padded glove. You also have elbow pads.
Yes.
And it's not really like it diffuses all that much of...
The brain damage?
Yeah, well, the brain damage, but the impact, say you get punched or kicked. We just saw someone get knocked unconscious earlier from a punch. That would have happened with or without headgear.
Yes. All right, Alex back at it, trying to walk him down. Really not afraid to let things go. That was a good 3-punch combo followed by a kick.
Alex's left kick is really finding a home.
It is. Alex is getting very comfortable here.
His movement is great. He just has a great eye for evading.
He does. And if Jamie just lets him get these combos off, he's just,
yeah.
There goes a spinning elbow.
That was pretty cool.
Jamie has to interrupt these combos or it's not going to be a fun night for him.
And it's definitely nice to see two fighters who are so comfortable throwing elbows
Definitely.
and utilizing them.
There you go. Good counters by Alex, showing he can fight moving backwards as well. There you go. Here's a clinch exchange.
I like that Jamie is so willing to jump for things.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell Jamie's been the shorter man before. He does what it takes. Oh, that was a good overhand right by Jamie.
Beautiful exchange.
Jamie looking for the counters. Good step in elbow. Oh, counter elbow. Counter. Oh, good knees. Jamie's trying. Jamie's definitely coming back. He ain't letting this happen. Oh, Alex still walking him down. This is great. Great exchanges.
My favorite thing about the way that Alex is moving is that his feet are always under him.
Always. He just stays balanced. He moves but stays balanced.
And that's the end of round 2.
That was a great ending to round 2.
That was great.
Them boys putting it all out there. No one wants to lose this fight.
Both fighters are pretty calm in the corner. You can tell they've done this a bunch.
That's right. That's right. Experience is one of the biggest game changers in the fight game. It really allows you to see things a little more clearly in the ring, breathe a little easier, and waste a lot less energy.
Yeah, I remember the first time I was able to think in the ring. It was so bizarre.
My like big moment was the first time I stepped in the ring. It was my 4th fight. First time I stepped in the ring and didn't feel like I was in another universe.
Yeah, I think mine was my 8th fight when I started to be able to think and make decisions in the ring. Like I could say, oh, I see that there's a leg there, or rather than having I used to just rely on my coach telling me kick right, kick left, do this, do that, and I would just do it. But once I started to be able to kind of see I see why he says that, she's southpaw now, blah blah blah.
It's always fun to look back at those key developmental moments.
Yeah. And both fighters really ready for round 3. They are excited for this.
They're gonna want to end this fight. Jamie really needs to look for the finish, because while Jamie did end that last round very well, it's very, very close.
I still scored both of them for blue.
Yes.
For Alex.
I gave them both to Alex. So Jamie needs to look for that finish. Find a liver, cut him open, do something.
Yeah.
Alex really wants that spinning elbow, but
I
think Jamie sees it now.
Yeah.
He almost
you can always tell when someone's trying to spin because they get really narrow and they start kind of turning.
But Alex has been getting narrow this whole time anyway. That's where you see his MMA coming through.
He's also very comfortable switching stances. He just goes right from one to the other. Doesn't really care where he is.
He really does.
Excellent footwork.
He's got great footwork. And you can tell he's got great coaching over there at FK.
Yeah. His ability to listen to his coach, Asa, is really, it's kind of incredible.
That's great.
As soon as Asa says something, he's putting that into action.
That's how you know you got a great coach behind you, when they can control you like a video game. Alex has been looking for that step-in elbow all night. I love it.
Yeah.
If you can get someone stepping in with the punches, that's a nasty one.
Yeah, and he's marching, and so his opponent doesn't know when he's going to kick or if. Oh.
All right, so
accidental
we got
low blow.
30 seconds left in the fight, but we might take a couple of minutes here.
Be careful too. Got it.
I do wish I could remember the referee's name, because he did ref two of my first 3 fights. Or no, he might have refed my first fight. If so, he's the one who counted me out. I may have got mad at him. Like when I beat the count when he waved it off, I was like, bro. All right, back to action.
Jamie is throwing some hard punches.
Alex is trying to come take right back over.
Yeah.
Alex is
got
wants to end
15
this
seconds left in this, and they are not going to let up.
They're going to fight to the bell, and that's what I love to see.
That was some great footwork by Alex.
Pulling out the Ali shuffle. I can respect it. Oh, these boys are throwing to the end. Gotta love it. Come on, boys. Let's see some shots. Oh, good hook. Good kick.
Jamie would have had some more luck with those punches if he had straightened out his cross a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It came in a little curved, but it took his range off a little
bit. And Alex did have about the same height, but it seemed like Alex had a little bit more dictation of the range.
Yeah.
It was a great fight, great performance. I do got to give it to the blue corner, but Jamie fought his heart out.
He did, yeah. It was a great fight from both of them.
It was.
I love seeing coaches congratulate their students' opponents.
Yes. It's a great thing about Muay Thai.
You know, you prepare your student, and then someone else has done that same preparation for theirs, and you have to respect all components.
Omar. All right, folks. Sorry to interrupt you, Molly, but I'm going to let Omar Lee take over here because I think I might have some duties to attend to. But I'll be back, and Omar will be here in a minute. Good luck.
Judges have come to a decision. Your winner out of the blue corner, Alex Rogers.
And so, like we thought, the decision was given to Alex Rogers out of the blue corner, fighting from FKA. And we've got Omar Lee back here.
That was a good fight there.
That was a good fight.
I think Jamie was trying to cut his hair.
I think so.
That's a good scrap. Who we got next? Leopold Lehman versus Nico Bankalari. Ancient City, good kickboxing style gym. Nico Bankalari from Co Muay Thai, real Muay Thai style. So this should be a fun clash of styles.
Mm-hmm. They're fighting at 155. We've got 3 different fights at 155 here tonight. It's a popular weight class.
It is. I say that's one of the most stacked divisions in all of combat sports. Is 155.
Yeah. I think my personal favorite weight class to watch, at least for the men's division, is the 125 to 135. I think they're the most exciting. There's a lot of movement, a lot of speed, and also a lot of power. So they get to be super technical, but also really fast. I like fast-paced fights.
Like the 65ers. Where they're big enough that like one shot could end this.
Yeah.
But they still got some speed in them.
Right. Personally, I like the 108 female weight class.
I wonder why.
I think that they are just the best weight class out there.
I can't disagree with you.
Yeah, you better not.
Coach is putting on last minute Vaseline. I want to say, depending on who puts on my Vaseline, I hate this part as well.
Yeah, sometimes you end up just like under a mask of gloops and globs and.
There's no sometimes. Our boxing coach wipes it on his hand and then on our face.
Yeah.
There's not an inch of the front of my face not covered in.
Yeah, like it gets in my eyelashes and then they kind of stick together and then like, oh, it's gross.
Just got to deal with it.
I'd almost rather get it punched off than have to deal with it.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But then I don't like it when someone's too stingy with the Vaseline, because then I've got someone's gloves sticking in my face, and I don't like that either.
That's true. That's true. You need a good middle. You need a good middle there.
The worst part of the Vaseline, though, is the next few days your skin breaks out, and you just got a whole, you just are a pimple.
But if you won, it was worth it.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, it's annoying for the rest.
Yeah, you've got like a week or two to not look terrible.
I said my first few times cornering, I was real stingy with the Vaseline.
Oh, you were that guy.
Yeah, I was that guy. Because I didn't want to, like, cover his entire face with Vaseline, so I just didn't put any at all.
You at least have to put it on, like, the forehead and the cheekbones.
I give the eyes and the nose, and that's all you really get.
Someone got a video of me, and I don't know who. They put it on the Instagram of me commentating.
Which side was that? That was somebody over here.
Sneaky.
All right, what do we seem to be waiting on here? One of the fighters disappeared. Where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
Well, they're back, so it makes no difference. Oh, he might have forgot his cup.
Uh-oh.
So
I say that as if I know.
So the coach had to be a real coach on this one and put his cup on. I've done that once or twice.
Fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 1 win and no losses. Representing Muay Thai from Brandon, Florida, presenting Nico Banglay. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner with an amateur record of 2 wins and no losses, representing Ancient City Martial Arts from St. Augustine, Florida, presenting Leo Lehman.
St. Augustine brought a crowd. Wait.
Sir. Make sure you're not hit. Don't step on this. Oh, shit.
All right, and here we go, round 1 of this fight.
Lau real low in his stance. Not a lot of spring in his step so far. Nico is showing a lot of movement so far.
Mm-hmm. I do hope he settles his feet a little bit. Right now, I think he's still working out his nerves.
Throwing kicks isn't a bad way to work the nerves back.
Yeah, that's true. Settle you down real quick. These guys are not playing around either. All of these shots are hard.
I'd like Laos to put his hands up a little bit more. He's not moving his feet enough for them to be that low, but he seems to hit like a truck so far.
Yeah.
So.
I want to see Red bring his kick up. Maybe go to the body instead of the inside leg.
And we have another Southpaw versus Orthodox matchup.
Yeah, a lot of these.
What's usually the best part of these matchups for me is seeing if the Southpaw knows how to be a Southpaw.
Yeah. I think it's a challenge because a lot of Orthodox fighters have actually never fought Southpaw. I mean, I myself have never fought a Southpaw, and do you know how to play that game? And because a Southpaw is usually used to playing that game.
Good.
Amy Duke was actually the first time I ever sparred a Southpaw, and I was like, this is so bizarre.
It's all
so
backwards.
Confused.
It's all backwards.
And she was like, your goal is to land this kick on this spot. And I was like, oh.
But I just want you to be normal. That's a good round, back and forth. I'm not sure if I could see who I think won that one.
I'm not sure either.
It was close. Lau being the more forward pressure fighter and
a little more composed, I'd say.
Yeah. He looks less afraid, but also he's a sizable fellow. So Nico might be worried about one of those big punches landing. I'd like to see him start mixing up the punches with the kicks. Right now he's either doing one or the other. Same thing with Nico. I'd mix the kicks with the punches. Punches
Yeah.
with the kicks.
I've been thinking a lot about, I call them naked kicks, but basically just a single kick or a kick that's not set up, either with another kick or with punches. But I don't find them to be nearly as successful as when you set them up. Find a way to make it work.
You've got to be a really good kicker to just throw naked kicks.
Yeah. Yad Senklai is one of those people that can just throw a naked kick.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No setup, you still gonna land.
Yeah.
Ooh, good exchange from the ooh. Laos with some really hard knees there.
Yeah. Looks like he made Blue afraid of him.
Mm-hmm.
Hard left hand from Red.
Oramis is a lot more, Nico's a lot more composed than I expected him to be.
Yeah.
With these big shots coming at him.
Mhm.
It's really good.
And he's starting to feint a little bit, kind of set his shots up. Hopefully he can, oh, he got let out of the corner there. These low kicks cutting out the inside leg are powerful.
Wee. Good
Beautiful kick.
Good kick from him. Little groin shot. Ref says keep fighting.
Not great clinch position right there.
Ooh, hard left hand from Lau.
Yeah, both of them throwing some
Ooh,
hard shots.
nice exchanges happening. Ooh, good. Ooh, Laos now having in the corner.
Yeah. Red is catching all of those kicks on his arms, and up until now I was wondering if maybe they were getting a little tired from being slowed down. And that's the end of round 2.
That was a good second round.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah. Again, I don't really know who I'd call that for.
Yeah, I'm not sure. One. Well, the other part of the round, Laos doing well. This is a good fight so far.
Yeah.
I want to say this round decides who wins.
I would say so.
I hate those shin pies.
Red looks very calm in the corner. He's joking back and forth with his coach.
I've never been that comfortable in a fight to do that, but I'm always jealous of people that I see they can.
I have a couple of times. Well, not necessarily conversing, but, you know, having a good time in the corner. I'm a little bit of a space cadet, I think, between rounds. I don't really know. You know, I'm in my own world.
I'm a thinker in the fight, so we get back to the corner, and I just want to think more. It's not a good time.
All right, and here we go with round 3.
Head kick attempt from Lau.
Got
ooh, nice boxing exchange from these gentlemen. Like Laos wants to engage with the punches, and Nico doesn't seem to be afraid of it this round.
That right low kick coming from Red.
Good sweep.
Up until now, not necessarily working, but that worked. Every time I go to say something, he proves me wrong.
I'd like to see I'd like to see Nico start throwing more kicks.
Yeah, I'd like to see
As I say one, he throws one.
blue corner. I'd like to see him throw a rear knee. It's wide open.
It would be, especially since Laos is engaging with the punches.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Almost had a spinning thing.
some heavy shots coming from Laos right now.
I want blue to fire his rear kick. Rear knee all day.
Ooh, that's the things versus southpaws to all the rear side all day.
Yeah, I am trying so hard to restrain myself from just screaming it out to him.
Laos is throwing more kicks this round than he's done the whole fight.
What
And I
a
like
question
it.
mark kick. That's
Get a little fancy just now.
Red knocked him back with that punch.
I'd say this is
Yeah, this is
good
gonna
hard
be
shots from Lau.
these next 10 seconds. Red has really solidified this, I think.
Yes, no, for sure. I'd say the first two were very hard to judge. That one for me was a clear red round.
I agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Fight of the night. So
Yeah. I would definitely call that one fight of the night.
that was good. That was good there.
You can see Blue looks a little defeated. He took some super hard shots. Although he did not back down. He just kept going and
He did. There's some heart there.
yeah. And I don't think that you can teach heart. I think it just, some people.
You either got it or you don't.
Yeah.
You either got it or you don't. So depending on how they scored the first two rounds, we'll see what the judges come up with.
Yeah.
That's a hard one for me to judge. Only clear round to me was third.
Yeah, I agree. And with this commission, do they score round by round or they score the fight as a whole?
Round by round.
Okay.
Our judges have come to a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the red corner, Lehman!
And our winner, Leopold Lehman.
Yeah, that was definitely, I agree with that call.
Yeah.
It was a solid third round after an indecisive first two.
That young man seems like he hits like a truck.
Oh, yeah. I always say I'm glad I don't fight at a higher weight class because, man.
That's why I don't fight at a higher weight class.
Would you rather eat some food and fight at a higher weight or just not eat food and take some less hard punches?
I'll eat less food and not get hit by a truck.
Yeah.
That's generally how I see that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's a toss-up for me. I argue with myself about this a lot.
You're at one of the lower weight classes, though, so...
I know.
So eating up isn't like you usually think about it. I can eat a little bit more. I get more fights.
Yeah. All right, so coming into the ring out of the blue corner, we have Jamie Santiago. He's from Broadway Jiu-Jitsu. He has a record of 1-2. And these fighters are 137 pounds.
So Jamie Santiago from Broadway Jiu-Jitsu in Boston, Massachusetts, and Chester McIntosh from Jacksonville, Florida.
Got another Northeast gym here to represent. We're not even remotely in Philadelphia, close to Boston. It's a far drive, but closer than Florida, I guess.
Absolutely.
We feel some kind of kinship of Northeast, although technically Pennsylvania is the Mid-Atlantic, I think.
You lumped in with New York. It's fine.
That's unfortunate. I'm throwing a lot of shade, but I can't back it up, and I'm not even. I'm from New York.
You. I didn't know that, Molly.
Yeah.
Both gentlemen sealing the ring. I like to see the different gyms seal the ring and do their Ramoy completely different.
Yeah, I've been noticing that all night.
So Jamie Santiago, as he seals the ring, I'm guessing he's scooting the bad spirits out as he goes around. Oh, Chester doing a little longer one.
Yeah. I like Chester's shorts.
Yeah, I'm a short snob, so I really like them.
Yeah, I wear a lot of Resilient shorts, and it's funny because when I first met Eric and Ohm from Resilient, I didn't wear Muay Thai shorts at all. I don't usually train in them, and they were like, "Oh, we'll change that," and they did. But it's only about like a third of the time in certain weather on certain days that I'll wear Muay Thai shorts to train. Like to fight training, I'll wear them. But if I'm gonna do if I'm like going for a run in public, and then doing Muay Thai, and then like maybe doing something afterwards, I'm not gonna wear Muay Thai shorts. So like if it's too cold, I don't like it. I'm fussy about it though.
No, we gotta get you to 100% Muay Thai.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You just don't have the right, the better looking ones.
I do.
When you start feeling like
that's
like
what
a
I'm saying
diva
is
in them.
Brazilians got some amazing shorts, and they've converted me to 1/3 Muay Thai shorts. But I don't think that the other
Baby
2/3
steps
is gonna happen.
We'll get you there. Baby steps.
I don't know.
Oh, Chester doing the full Ramway today.
It really is a beautiful runway.
And he's done. Red corner getting a little last minute headgear put on, and we have a fight on our way. These are some big one. Jamie seems like a big 137 to me.
Mm-hmm. He does. Chester has got about 9 fights, and his opponent has 3. Although that's just a Muay Thai record, he comes from a jiu-jitsu gym, so who knows, maybe he has other experience, or just, taking a huge step up in Muay Thai experience, which is always awesome to see.
So gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout to begin. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 1 win and 2 losses, representing Broadway Jiu-Jitsu from Boston, Massachusetts, Jamie Santiago. Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 4 wins and 5 losses, representing Jacksonville Muay Thai from Jacksonville, Florida, Chester
And away we go.
One of the things I always think about is that, especially in Muay Thai, the record really doesn't matter. You can have someone with a ton of experience with very few fights.
Yeah.
Someone with a lot of fights who's not necessarily that good. That was a nice
Jamie's starting it
lead
off
head kick,
with,
yeah. Kind of plowed Chester over there a little bit.
Jamie with a nice little kick.
Jamie is definitely the more active fighter right now. Chester kind of just feeling it out, seeing what's happening.
Good combination from Jamie.
You can tell that Jamie is used to being the shorter fighter because he's aggressive. He's got that I don't care if you hit me energy.
Good dump there by Jamie. Good boxing combo. Jamie's real active right now.
Yeah. I want to see Chester kind of just let it go a little bit. There,
seems a bit hesitant, but
yeah. It's always hard in the first round. You don't necessarily know what's coming, what to expect from an opponent, especially one with not a lot of fights that you can watch.
Yeah. It's always hard because sometimes you want to go out and feel your opponent out, and they don't have the same idea.
Yeah. Oh, and this is a bout that can throw elbows. You can see they have elbow guards.
Chester is chucking some elbows right now. Ooh, good boxing combo from Jamie Santiago here.
Nice jump teep, keeping Jamie away.
Ooh, good head kick.
Beautiful.
Good head kick from Chester there. Ooh, teep to the face.
Yeah, Chester's kind of finding himself now.
Good.
And that's the end of round 1. These
Chester
rounds are flying by.
Yeah. Chester got started a little bit late, but let's see what he brings
Definitely
out in the
brought
second
it,
round.
yeah. I hope he keeps that intensity for the next 2 because I think that
Absolutely.
could steal the fight for him.
Did
The
some
aggression on Jamie is really on point, and he's having a lot of success with landing his kicks.
Yeah. I'd like to see Jamie come forward a little bit, see Chester move his feet a little bit more than he is, get a little more active.
Yeah.
Slow feet on it, Chester. Slow feet on it.
It's hard to be impartial when your teammate is fighting. Hard not to try to
my
talk
best,
to
dude.
him.
Trying my best.
I know I won't be commentating on my teammate's fight because I'm gonna be losing my mind.
Let those hands go, Chester.
You go through a hard fight camp with a guy. It's kind of hard to just sit here and watch.
I know we were really pushing each other hard this whole 8-week fight camp.
Ooh. Good kick from
Good
Chester.
kick just got caught. Some nice chipping away elbows. Spinning things are really the name of the game today.
Good head kick from Chester. Nice dump though.
Jamie really knows how to exploit.
Another head kick. Another kick to the face as well. Good dump still from Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie really, he's got a handle on when to dump and when to off balance.
Chester's thrown a few teeps to the face that have landed.
Yeah.
Ooh, another one.
Chester's got that Thai style, the head shake. I'm not bothered by you.
Elbow him. Yes. Elbow him.
We can hear Omar is shouting to his teammate. Got some open elbows here, tied up in the clinch.
Jamie's got what I've coined a good short tall guy clinch.
Yeah.
Because I'm usually the shorter person in fights, and just grabbing the body and scoring is.
Yeah. I always shove my head just like Jamie's doing. I shove my head under their chin so that they can't
Gets
maneuver
real
around
uncomfortable.
It gets uncomfortable and it also protects you from those elbows. Because if your face is buried in their neck, they can't
Elbow you without hitting
Yeah.
themselves.
Get lower to get that Michael Phelps. Get lower to get that Michael Phelps.
Swim over, swim over, swim over. Swim over.
Good.
Watch the back of the head.
Hey, no one said nothing. Be quiet.
Chester's corner a little. There it is. Good round. Good round. I give that one to Jamie just from the control in the clinch, but that was a good round from Chester.
Yeah, I would say the same.
I think we're gonna need Chester to turn it on this round.
Yeah. So when you're in the corner, Omar, do you prefer to stand or sit?
Oh, I want to sit every time.
Oh.
I want to sit, and just as in Chester's corner was happening, I like my legs up.
Yeah.
It's the preferred method for me.
I'm as least energy as possible. I prefer to stand because if I sit, I'm not going to want to get back up. Like, I'm sedentary. Also, one time I tripped getting up, standing up after sitting in the corner, and I don't want to do that again because it was embarrassing.
Oh, no, I like to sit. Like most of the time, my opponents don't sit, and everybody thinks that's intimidating. I don't actually care.
Yeah.
You stand up if you want to.
To be honest, I've never looked over at someone else in the corner and noticed them. They cease to exist for that couple minutes.
I'll be very honest. The only time I can remember looking over to my corner, I was losing that fight
there's
pretty
some
bad.
respect between these guys. This has really been a battle.
Keep the distance. There you go, Chester. That right kick's working. That right kick's working, kid. There you go. Good hand.
Jamie's hands are pretty wide, and if Chester straightens out his punches, they're gonna find a home right on the butt.
They would. Some shots straight down the middle would be good.
All right, kick punch. Fuck it. Kick punch. Just be first, Chester. You're waiting.
You count.
We can hear Chester's corner saying, be first, you're waiting. And I would agree with that. He's a little hesitant, and he can't be in this third round. I would give the first 2 to Jamie.
Absolutely.
You're gonna need there, kid. You gotta work.
Ooh. If nothing else, is that some beautiful teeps to the face this
Yeah.
fight?
That's my favorite technique, face teep.
It is. I love it.
Punch Greg. 1-2 body. All right, get below. Get lower. Get lower than
I think I had about 5 fights in a row where I threw teeps to the face, every one.
You kind of have to. I like to start the fight with a teep to the face.
I don't like to do that because, like, it's one of those things that once you throw it in a fight, it's on the...
Chester seems a bit tired right now.
Yeah. It's one of those techniques, though, a teep to the face, where if you throw it, now it's on your opponent's radar, they're going to do the same thing back to you.
That is true.
It's like knees to the thigh. Once you do that, it's
Now,
dirty,
it
but like your opponent's going to do that right back.
I'm really short, so none of my opponents can knee me to the thighs.
Yeah.
It's not an issue I have.
This is a great ending to this fight. They really threw down.
They did.
Chester looks like he was a little overwhelmed for a bit. And a little
Seems
slower.
to have gassed in that third round.
Yeah. Oh, someone lost a mouth guard.
Well, at least that was at the end of the fight.
Yeah. Looks like it was Chester.
It was.
That's where you want some gloves. Austin's a brave person picking that up with bare fingers.
So we go to the scorecards on that one. I'd have to say I give that one to Jamie.
I would too.
And then coming up next, we've got Angel Colazo from Kissimmee Muay Thai and O'Shea Roberts from Ruckus Muay Thai here in Jacksonville, Florida.
There are 2 Muay Thai gyms in Jacksonville. Omar won't answer. I just don't know very much about how many Muay Thai gyms or how, I didn't realize there were so many gyms in Florida with active fighters. It's really cool to see. There's a lot of people here.
Oh, there's a lot of
Florida representation.
There's a lot of fighters in Florida. I'll say that. Muay Thai gyms, not so much. We get a lot of guys that train at MMA gyms that have a Muay Thai coach. They come over, but like as far as Muay Thai gyms, there's probably like 7 in the state.
Right.
Like there's just Muay Thai.
Yeah. Do you find that kickboxing is also prevalent in Florida, or?
I'd say most of the gyms that
Your
say they have
winner
Muay Thai
out
coaches.
of the blue corner, Jamie Santiago.
Santiago out of Broadway Jiu-Jitsu. Congratulations, Jamie. We can definitely tell that he has been training a long time and has a lot of experience, despite only having 3, now 4 fights.
Yeah. It was one of those trying to match the card. I had a lot of guys that didn't have a bunch of fights, but have been in the sport for a while. So that's always deceiving. You see a guy with 3 fights, you're thinking it's 1 fight, and he comes out with like 8 years of experience.
Yeah, definitely.
He's been training longer than I have. Like a solid 9 years. Austin, you doing this again?
And next up we have a 145-pound fight. So a little bigger than these guys who have just fought.
2 bouts remaining this evening, and remember, based on your cheers at the end of the night, we will be announcing a fight of the night. So get ready for our next bout.
Not only just Muay Thai and kickboxing, but I want to say O'Shea is a 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo and a 3rd degree in Tong Sudo.
Cool.
Yeah, so we might see some...
Kind of a true martial artist, doing all types of sports and disciplines.
I know before his move to Ruckus, he was actually based out of a boxing gym, so we should see a bunch of different things here
in
on this fight.
And we've got 2 fights remaining this evening. We have this one and the next one. The next one will be Ben Windle versus Taylor Rodriguez, 155-pound fighters, and they are our main event of the evening, last fight of the night.
I'm excited to see the adjustments Angel Collazo's made. We've had him on, I want to say, our one of our last 2 cards, and he's changed gyms since then. So I want to see how much better he's gotten. Coach Sai is a great coach coming from the UK, training some of the best juniors. So I want to see the things he's done with Angel.
Yeah. Both fighters looking very strong and very confident.
Yeah, they look in shape for this one.
Yeah.
O'Shea's generally, from what I know from him, year-round he seems ready or in fight shape. So.
Fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 11 wins and 10 losses, representing Ruckus Muay Thai from Jacksonville, Florida, presenting O'Shea Robertson. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner with an amateur record of 4 wins and 4 losses, representing Kissimmee Muay Thai from Kissimmee, Florida, presenting Angel
And we are off, ladies and gentlemen.
Both of these guys ready to go.
Good kick. Ooh. O'Shea already throwing a lot of volume so far.
Yeah.
Good boxing already.
O'Shea looks like his punches are strong. I wouldn't want to be hit by him. Nice overhand. That's my favorite punch, personally.
You don't say.
I was hitting pads with Omar yesterday, and it was basically just 5 rounds of overhands.
Yeah, they were pretty close. There's some hard overhands there. This is surprising to see because O'Shea has never been a clinch fighter.
Yeah.
In any of his outings, so surprised to see him.
Goodness.
To the face. Good. Angel still here though.
Yeah.
Trying to score in the clinch.
Angel as the shorter fighter. Just like we were talking about, go to the thigh. Knee to the thigh. Definitely not like a clean or high scoring technique, but definitely effective.
Ooh, that was low. That seemed a bit low.
Yeah.
The fighters get up to 5 minutes to shake it off from a groin shot. So let's see what he does.
When do they stop the clock for a shot like that? Because right now they're kind of.
I think the clock on the stream is still running, but the clock on the official clock's over. Ooh, good punches.
Yeah, these guys are not messing around.
You can hear the grunts as the knees land. Oui.
Oh, there we have some knees to the thigh. Speak it into existence.
What I like from this fight so far is from what I've seen from these 2 gentlemen before this one, the both of them weren't big clinchers. They seem to have adapted a clinch game. So I like that. I like the evolution.
I think clinch is one of the most intimidating aspects of Muay Thai. You just have to get a feel for it from doing it a lot, and it's hard to get that comfort.
It's one of those feelings if you've ever been in the ring with a clincher and they were a lot better than you in the clinch, you just feel like you're drowning.
Yeah. I had a fight like that once where I would get into the clinch and just not know what to do because she was just more of whatever I was doing. She was just more of it.
It's a hard feeling when someone's better. Like I think I can take better boxing and better kicking, but when you're better in the clinch, it literally feels like I'm underwater drowning.
Yeah.
O'Shea and Angel ready to go in the second round. Let's see the adjustments the corners have then made.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the clinch from these gentlemen.
Oh, O'Shea is really digging at the lead leg. These guys are like ballroom dancing, spinning around.
Good attempted head kick from Angel. Landed a head kick from O'Shea.
Oh, geez, some
good exchange of punches.
Incredibly hard punches.
Angel trying to stay very busy in the clinch. Good. Only thing about the spins is no setup on the spins. You can see them coming before you throw them.
This is one of those fights I wish they had elbows because they would just...
Good exchange from them. Good kick from Angel. Good counter right from O'Shea. Good knees. Oh, good dump from O'Shea.
That was great.
Ooh. Angel coming in with some heavy punches. Good knee.
Angel is just game for every part of this fight.
There's nothing he's not down to do.
Yeah. He'll dance at a distance. He'll exchange punches. Throw spinning things all the...
Boxing, the clinch, the kicks.
Yeah. I would say that O'Shea is scoring a little more cleanly.
Yeah, I'd say that much. Yeah. He's throwing more of the better shots.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I'd like to see Angel start kicking more. He's doing well with the punches, but I want to see him scoring more to the body with the kicks.
Yeah.
Last round, though. Last round. Like, just looking at the corners right now, O'Shea's on the stool and Angel's standing up. So what does that make you feel, Molly? What do you think's going to happen in the third round?
Well, I don't know. It's more when you look at their posture. I see O'Shea is kind of like conversing with his coach. He's interacting back and forth, although Angel is too. But I look at their body language. A lot of respect between these fighters. You can hear them.
They are going at it this round already.
Yeah.
I think the both of them feel a sense of urgency.
Yeah.
So they already came out, guns blazing. Ooh. Good exchange from both.
Low blow.
Ooh, low blow. Good knees. Angel staying busy. Angel staying busy with the knees in the clinch.
I'd like to see Angel kind of go for a body lock, one of those short man clinch
and dump
techniques. Just like
just have
like, keep him close
Gotcha.
and in your range where his arms can't get down and he can't settle his elbows. His
Angel
weight on
with
top
a
of
sneaky Angel with a sneaky knee to the inside thigh. O'Shea seems to be a bit gassed right now. Ref's talking and he's trying to catch his. Ooh, good jumping knee from
We
O'Shea.
say O'Shea seems gassed and then he throws out a flying knee.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, something's hurt.
Ooh. O'Shea's putting it on right now.
Score now, Angel, score. Neat. Big kick, Angel, big kick.
The ref breaking it up when they kind of get into a neutral spot in the clinch.
Lift your knee up, move. Good lad, good score. Again, score.
And just because we can't tell what round it is on the screen on the display, it is round 3.
Yeah, round 3. Should be the last minute of this round.
O'Shea is doing a good job of...
Yeah, he did better he's doing better in this round in the clinch than he was though.
Yeah, he's getting himself kind of lowered down so that...
And then we get
Angel
the 10
can't.
second mark.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
And that's the fight.
Good fight from both gentlemen.
Yeah, I genuinely don't really know who that would go to.
That just depends on what the judges were looking at on that one. That was a good fight though.
I would give it, I guess, to O'Shea, but...
Who knows? Judges do strange things sometimes.
Yeah, they definitely do.
That's the thing. I like them taking that step up in competition because you never know if you're ready for it until you actually try.
That's true.
Like he would have never knew he was ready for that step up in competition if he didn't take that fight.
Absolutely.
And he definitely did a good job.
Well, that's like what we were talking about earlier, and what you were talking to me about earlier this weekend is just, you have to be willing to take any risk when it comes to a fight, take any opportunity. You don't want to set yourself up for a bad situation to get hurt or injured or something, but you should be willing to take any fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have come to a decision. Your winner out of the blue corner, O'Shea Robertson!
And we gave that fight to O'Shea. I am going to hand off my headset because my teammate is fighting. Good luck, Ben.
Today's broadcast of Jacksonville Muay Thai Fight 8 is brought to you by Degree Wellness, Jacksonville's premier self-care and wellness experience. Buddha's Thai Bistro in Jacksonville Beach, the best Thai in town. Paget Business Services, America's firm for small business tax needs. Wellspring Health and Sports Performance, prepare to perform, recover, and repeat. A1A Overhead Door Company, serving Jacksonville and the surrounding area. Smooth Moves, moving made simple. Jack's Muay Thai, fulfill your true potential.
Okay, going into the last fight of the night, we've got Ben Window from Heavy Hitters Gym in Philadelphia and Taylor Rodriguez from Band Muay Thai in South Carolina. Battle of the East Coast.
Introduce yourself, guys.
Omar Lee from Jacksonville Muay Thai, and with myself, I've got Ricardo Cortez.
What's going on, guys? Yes, my name is Ricardo Cortez. We're here at the main event here, the final fight. Let's get this going. It's been a great turnout so far. What you think, Omar?
Yeah, no, some good fights so far.
Clean Muay Thai.
I expect a good fight from this one.
Absolutely, I've been looking forward to this one. Gotta love the mustache. Gotta love it.
Heavy Hitters, a good gym out of Philadelphia, and Bond Muay Thai out of a UFC gym in South Carolina. In our red corner here, we've got our commentator, Molly. Both gentlemen here sitting the ring right now. Like I was saying the last bout, again, Taylor is also sweeping away the bad spirits as he seals the ring.
Very traditional part of the Muay Thai. Therefore, it brings the energy in, keeps bad energy out.
Oh, I think Taylor's going to get into his Ramoy right now. Ben opting out of it. There's a lady in the crowd sitting next to that dude. Passed out. She's laying on his shoulder. I really do love to see the different different Ramoys from the different
I was just
gyms.
about to say that, yeah, the tradition of it, every school does it differently. Some keep it very simple, basic, but some guys really get into it. Different flows, different meanings. You could definitely see the history of the Muay Thai through these guys.
Coach Giles, a promoter of Jack's Muay Thai fights, is a very traditional Thai coach. So I'm sure he is very happy that that we had a few Ramoys on tonight's show.
Absolutely.
My only thing is I've been the fighter in the ring that didn't do the Ramoy, and the nerves get worse waiting for them to finish. This is one of my favorite parts about watching a fight, but my least favorite of being in the fight. Yeah.
Just sitting there just waiting.
Taylor with a really beautiful Ramoy here.
Good flow. Definitely feels strong, feels confident in his Muay. Keep John his opponent. Ready to go.
That was a beautiful Ramoy by Taylor.
Awesome, awesome. Ready, focus.
I saw Taylor fight at the IKF East Coast tournament.
Oh, nice.
A couple months ago.
Okay.
It was really good. It was really good. Been out of a good gym in Philly. I'm expecting a great fight from these boys.
Philly's always got the good gyms up there, man. They love to fight. It's a tough city. It's a tough state.
If I know nothing else about Philly, they can fist fight.
Muay Thai South from Greenville, South Carolina, presenting Taylor Rodriguez and his opponent, fighting out of the red corner with a record of 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Representing Heavy Hitters Muay Thai from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
All right, ref in the center, getting ready. Here we go.
And we are off, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice and relaxed first.
Good.
Nice, check for check.
Both gentlemen starting the round off, trading leg kicks.
Testing it out, testing it out. Get the range going. Nice body shot, up to the top.
Taylor seems to have some good jabs so far.
Nice body shot with a kick.
Whoa, ref fixing the elbow pad.
That's always the tricky about these elbow pads, man. They love to slide down and cause some real noise. But the ref's doing a good job keeping an eye on it, too.
Y'all want to go fix his elbow pad?
Especially being the last fight, those things must be super loose, super slippery.
Yeah.
Got the tie oil on you.
I'll say this though. I'll say this: with only having three fights with elbows, they should still be pretty tight though.
True.
I've had to use elbow pads at the end of a day at a tournament. 7 hours of just people back and forth, just with.
That's like a sponge.
I want to say the elbow pads I had to use my first fight for IFMA last year were awful.
Straight up awful.
Yeah, there was just elbows. Like you get 100 people who use those elbow pads.
So you might as well just put a sock in your elbow and just go.
Might as well.
It's really taping up good this time. Hopefully it'll help
It's
out.
it's one of those hard ones though, because even if you can't see the elbow, the padding might not be on the elbow.
Yeah. I always worry about the circulation. Can't put it too tight. Arms start turning red.
We may or may not cut elbow pads so they fit our arms.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get it going. Nice body shot.
Ben with a good kick.
Setting up
Taylor
the
trading punches for the kicks. Nice overhand from Ben.
Body shot.
These gentlemen are trading right now.
Tight clinch, tight clinch.
Good,
Who's gonna get it?
good.
Who's gonna get it?
Ooh.
Cheap shot.
We've had a few of those tonight.
It's tough, man.
It's one of those things nobody ever means for it to happen, but
Even Ben was saying so sorry. Man.
it happens.
just happens. Sometimes it's not intentional, and sometimes you just in the whip it, boom, hits it right in it.
That's one of those common things when you get a tall fighter versus a short one.
Oh yeah.
Your stomach, your groin is my stomach, you know.
Definitely been that aspect. I'm 6'3". There's been plenty of groin shots. That's why you gotta wear the steel cup.
My life changed when I bought a steel cup. Ooh,
Nice.
Taylor with a solid kick. Switches to southpaw. Ben with some good boxing. Ooh.
Nice
Ooh,
jump. Putting the sweep.
very slick from
Beautiful.
Taylor. Very slick.
Nice jab. Good setup.
I'd like to see Ben throw a bit more kicks.
Absolutely. Definitely got to set more kicks into
He's
it.
doing
He's
well
waiting
with the
for it.
punches, but I'd like to see him kick a little more.
End it with it.
Good elbows attempts.
Ooh, body shot. That's it. Ben's just waiting for it. He has to kick. He has to stay busy.
Gonna need Ben to kick a little bit more.
Nice elbow set up. Nice with the cross.
His punches are landing, but I'd like to see him finish.
Putting the pressure on him. Putting the pressure. Taylor on that corner, and time stopped. So far, so good. Tough,
good
tough
round.
first round.
Good round from Taylor. Good show of respect from both gentlemen.
Sportsman like hey.
Taylor is doing good this round. I'd like to see Ben mix it up a little bit more. He got a little too comfortable and too heavy throwing punches. I'd like to see him start kicking. When he started kicking earlier in the fight, he was doing well.
Looking good.
He was doing well.
Strong kicks.
Should give.
Both guys looking good. Doesn't show any steadiness here.
Taylor getting a little bounce in the corner. They're ready to go.
That's the great thing about these shows. You definitely get to see the aspects of how these guys are calm. The more you get into like the fights, like last fight,
As
you know,
they get more composed,
yeah, they're comfortable in there.
Like I really like to see the different dynamics from coaches with fighters in between the rounds. Some coaches like to smack fighters. Some fighters need that.
Yeah. Second round into this. Let's see what we got. There we go. Good setup with the low kick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Good cross to the head. One. Working on those punching. Nice knees.
Taylor with some
Ben
nice
gotta
pressure
get out of that
right now.
corner. He's in trouble. Gotta
The
get
both
out
of them
corner.
exchanging some good elbows there.
There we go. Now he's got to put him in the corner. Come on.
Taylor's got a nice inside leg kick he's been using a lot. Failed elbow attempt there. It's good jab. Really good jab from Taylor. He's
Long
really,
reach with the Taylor of that jab. Definitely covered good grounds. Steady jabs too. Nice flow in it. That with a low kick.
Ben's still here though.
He's pushing it. He's not giving up. That boy's a fighter.
Yeah, he definitely came to
Ooh,
fight.
out with the knees.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. We
Ooh.
might see a shot here in the groin. I really couldn't see the angle. I thought he hit him on a tough spot, but giving him the 8 count.
Ben's on his feet.
Tough spot. Looks like he called it.
Looked like the ref called that one off. Some good knees from Taylor. Some really good knees from Taylor.
Both guys gave a good show. Just a little short on that second round. Oh, look at that. Taylor giving that respect.
Look at our replay here. You can see Taylor with the knees.
Knees. All clean.
Ooh.
All good.
Good knees.
Very good knees.
One of them hit him in the face. Yeah, the last one hit him in the face. Like one was low, and the last one definitely hit him in the face.
You run that again?
Yeah, wait for the decision, then wrap it up right now.
Okay. Definitely was a good turnout, man. Lots of people came out here, have fun, enjoy the fights.
Yeah, good group of fights there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear, Jacksonville Muay Thai Fights is back for the 9th installment here in September. We go to the judges' scorecard.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by way of TKO out of the blue corner, Taylor Rodriguez.
Yeah, good fight from both these gentlemen. Good fight from both these gentlemen. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in to Jacksonville Muay Thai Fights number 8. It was a pleasure matchmaking and good for having you guys here.
About right.